Any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed
Dakota Marshall, and then you got Greg Hudson looking like Stone Cold Steve Austin to talk to at some point too, right?
Hey, Cliff, you just want to stay away from him. Hey, just staying clear of Coach Hudson, period. I'd rather deal with Coach Smith than to have to go over to Coach Hood.
All right, there's the pecking order of coaches you want to avoid and coaches you want to talk to.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
There's local politics, bud.
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
Do we not agree? Sustained effort and violence.
It could be a total goat rodeo.
Cool, neat story.
Was that supposed to be funny?
This is why nobody else can get on the Sugboat.
You know what? We couldn't get on the Sugboat.
It's a test.
What's the point of kissing his ass if we can't get on the Sugboat?
It's a test. Y'all are haters and non-believers.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Hello and welcome to a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios. You can check us out today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com, and watch the show on Facebook Live and on YouTube. That's where we'll go today to see what you have to say about what's going on with ECU Athletics, Super Bowl 56, and more. You can chime in on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter. We will read your comments, and you can be a part of today's program. All right, coming up on today's show, Double B, Brian Bailey, will join us at 3:30. We'll talk about everything going on with ECU Athletics and NFL, a whole lot more with Double B coming up at 4 o'clock. We'll talk to the head basketball coach of the Pirates, Joe Dooley. Tough one in Minges yesterday. Pirates really had no business being that close to the end of the game. Actually took a lead, but Cincinnati wins it at the end. We will talk about that and what's coming up Wednesday night, a rematch with Temple. That one went down to the wire last time the two teams met earlier this season in Philadelphia. Damian Dunn, a three-pointer at the buzzer to give Temple a win. The Pirates will try to get them back Wednesday night, 7 o'clock in Minges. We'll talk about that one and more with Joe Dooley coming up at 4 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, Troy D will be inside the Pirate Radio studios. Scotty Montgomery will not be the offensive coordinator for the Bears, so we'll talk about everything going on in the world of sports with Troy D. You got Shirley Rhodes here, Chandler Honeycutt, CJ Schaefer, and to my left, Jonathan Ellerbe, to kick off a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Hello, Ellerbe.
Yeah, almost a victory Monday for the Pirates. Just that 1 point short there, but tough battle. Look forward to hearing Coach Dooley on in hour number 2. Really
An ugly game in Minges on Sunday. I went to half of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Halftime Brock?
Lily took my daughter. She's more of a one-half gal. Mm-hmm. So we
Did you talk about going to the second half?
No, we decided on the first. And it was a pretty ugly game. East Carolina, I couldn't believe they were only down by 6 at halftime. And then really couldn't believe
no 2-point field goals in the first half.
Yeah, they hit a handful of threes. They hit a ton of free throws. Yesterday, they looked like the best free throw shooting team in America. But no 2-pointers in the first half. A huge drought, like a 10-minute field goal drought in the first half. Chandler, you stuck around for the whole thing, so you saw a drought in the second half. And then somehow, some way, when the game is on the line, when the seconds start ticking down, East Carolina finds a way to get back in the game.
Yeah, it was like the Memphis game because, I mean, you look away, then you look back, and all of a sudden the Pirates are back in it and they have a chance to win. They took the lead with 25 seconds left and were unable to get the rebound there at the end, and Cincinnati was able to put it up and put it in and get the win and get out of Minji. So, yeah, tough loss for the Pirates. But, man, I'm just still trying to wrap my brain around it that the Pirates had a chance to win in that game.
Josh Thomas says, heartbreaker in Minji's, but one big takeaway, good teams win and great teams cover. The Pirates did cover, if you're interested.
What was the line?
It was 6.
Oh, so
which I thought was kind of low.
Yeah. Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's not your Mick Cronin NCAA tournament, Cincinnati?
Definitely not. First year with Wes Miller there. Yep. Who was very active on the sidelines.
Very.
And not even on the sidelines. He gets on the court.
He's a yeller.
Yeah.
He's like a guy he likes to squat and like do his arms like this.
Yeah. He's everywhere. He's out there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're a pretty good team. But, again, if they were a good team, they probably would have blown out ECU yesterday because of all the droughts and turnovers and the struggles ECU had. But credit to the Pirates for sticking around and having an opportunity to win that game yesterday. But they did not. The losing streak rolls on.
Yeah. Can the Pirates break that on Wednesday? Clip Brock.
Yeah, they can. And I'm going to say they will.
Will the 2-1-3ers be rocking and rolling? Wednesday night?
2-1-3ers. I like that.
My dad will probably be there. I'm hosting sports trivia Wednesday night at AJ's. I might be a first half guy.
That's what I was getting ready to go for.
Yeah.
Can we count you in for a half?
Yeah, I'll be first half clip once again, and then head over to AJ's, watch the second half, play some sports trivia, have a good time.
I'll be there.
Halftime or?
No, I'll be at Minji's. I'm going to plan on being at Minji's, and I think I might do what Clip does and just leave at halftime.
We are not recommending that everyone leave at halftime, but if you want to come play sports trivia at AJ's and watch the second half, we'll welcome you.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's your options.
Let's have
I might not want to leave your dad, though.
He doesn't care. He'll probably leave you if you stay there.
You know, he told he looked at me yesterday in the second half and said, I think I might be heading out of here. That's when the Pirates were down 8 or 10 points.
Every time he heads out, the turnaround begins. So there's something to that. We're going to keep up the superstition.
Will you be driving to AJ's or taking the Sugboat?
Sugboat's in the
I kind of want that
shop right
removed from the Pirate Radio Live Open. I don't even like to hear it. It makes me sad.
It makes you sad?
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you were borrowing the Sugboat while it was, or working on it.
Yeah, it's tough times right now.
The legacy stands strong with the Sugboat, though, because it's showing, ever since he left that game, Pirates have kind of gone downhill. So.
Yeah, it shows that I'm probably the authority on ECU basketball takes. Fair or not fair?
I mean, congratulations on that title.
Thank you. Self-proclaimed.
Someone call Signworks. Let's get a label up here for hot takes on ECU basketball.
Troy will be here in the 5 o'clock hour. He toots his own horn. Before he gets here, I'm the horn tutor.
Oh, okay.
Or the Sugboat.
Just as long as the horn tutor.
Yeah, Sug. Oh, man. We'll get an update, if there is one, with Joe Dooley coming up at 4 o'clock on when Brandon Suggs might be returning to the lineup. So we'll talk to Coach Dooley at 4. Pirates lose. How about the NFL Sunday? We didn't think the games could get any better than the previous week. I don't know if they were necessarily better, but both went down to the end once again. And the Kansas City Chiefs blowing a lead in the second half to the Cincinnati Bengals. Nobody had the Bengals playing in the Super Bowl.
Nobody!
That's exactly where they will be coming up next Sunday.
I think that's got to be one of the most shocking stories of the NFL season, that even when the playoffs started, if you were ranking where the Bengals' odds were to get to Super Bowl 56 in Los Angeles, it would have been at the bottom tier of it. But, hey, look, I guess you go from, 4 wins to in the Super Bowl, and it just shows you, the magic of Joe Burrow. And can he do it one more time, Clip Brock?
I hope not. I've been touting the Rams, and I have a future on the Rams that I took, and so I am going to be the 5% of America pulling for LA in the Super Bowl. And it's kind of a shame. I was thinking about it yesterday because it looked like the Rams were going to lose that game. I thought, all right, well, my future is going to be done. I can just root for the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Now I have to pull for Matthew Stafford and the Rams. You're definitely pulling for the Bengals,
the whole
right?
time.
Yeah, I'm pulling for our ECU guy on the Bengals. I mean, why not? It's the underdog story, and I don't have anything for Cincinnati, but I think it should be a neat story for them to finally get a Super Bowl ring.
A cool, neat story? Or just neat?
It might be a cool, neat story since the voice is an Ohio guy,
Cool, neat story.
There's another tie-in.
Yes.
Deontay Smith getting some camera work in yesterday.
He was running the cameras?
Not running the camera, but he was getting some FaceTime.
Oh, okay.
So they showed him on
FaceTiming?
Yeah, on the sideline.
Okay. He was shown, dancing on the sidelines yesterday?
So what's the update on Tom Brady? Did he retire? Is he unretired? Did he buy the Patriots? I've heard a lot of rumors.
Was he seen in a massage parlor? He is going to retire.
He is going to retire.
Now, I don't know, but that's what it appears to be. That it's one of those things like a reporter, Brady told somebody, somehow Schefter and Rappaport and all them got it and said he's going to retire, but it was before Brady wanted to announce it himself. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, I just always assumed that Brady has enough influence on social media that he would announce his own retirement. So
that's what he planned to do. He probably didn't think it was going to come out when it did.
Yeah, but who is the squeaky wheel that let it out?
Gronk, probably.
You think Gronk?
I could see him running his mouth.
Yeah, being like, oh, well, Brady's not coming back next year. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. What'd you say?
Wait, what was that?
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where sometimes, you talk to people and they tell you something's about to happen, but say, just a heads up, but don't put it out there because we're going to release it ourselves.
But you promise you won't tell nobody.
Yeah, it happens. This is a big story for it to happen on, but it feels like unless Tom Brady is now going to be like, you know what, I'm going to do this out of spite. I'm going to play again. Mm-hmm. It feels like he is indeed going to retire this offseason.
I was talking at lunch, and if Brady does retire, what a dumpster fire the NFC South is.
Absolutely. I said.
With no Sean Payton in New Orleans, no Brady in Tampa.
6-11 could get it done, Chandler.
The Panthers are, who knows what's going on there, and then the Falcons are just falconing around and not really knowing.
Well, Matt Ryan's about done, right?
Yes. It's really like a, not a good football league right there. Or division.
6-11 sounds great because the Panthers have won 5 games in each of the first 2 seasons with Matt Rule. We just need one more.
You think I can get that one more win?
We just need one more.
Get to 6.
Well, just see if he started off hot. Didn't they go 3-0 to start? See if they can start the season.
The Jets, Texans, and I can't even remember.
The
Saints.
If they start the season 6-0, then boom. Then the heat pressure's on everybody else.
The best quarterback in the division is Jameis. Why are you laughing?
Because it's true. Because it's true.
The best head coach in the division is Matt Rule. Okay, that's not true.
All right,
one guy's got a Super Bowl ring, and the Saints don't have a coach now.
True.
I like Arthur Smith in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You Home Depot guy?
It is a very, very weak division if Tom Brady leaves, and if he doesn't, they're going to steamroll their way to another division title. It could really open things up as far as that goes. What's you guys been following the Harbaugh stuff, the Jim Harbaugh stuff?
Is he going to Minnesota?
Is he going to Miami?
Oh, really? I hadn't followed. I haven't
all
followed
about the U.
Not that U.
Oh,
the other U, the big U, pro U. Now, the owner of the Dolphins said he would not be the one, which I thought was the most asinine statement ever. I'm not going to be the one to take Harbaugh away from Michigan. I'm a Michigan man. Basically saying he cares more about his college than he does his pro team that he owns, which was strange. But I did see a potential Miami. I also saw the Minnesota stuff going around.
Well, if I had to choose between Miami or Minnesota,
pretty easy.
Yeah, it's real easy.
So Steve Ross is biting the bullet and going to ruin Michigan football?
He's going to be the one to take it down.
I wonder how Michigan fans feel about this. Are they excited for him to leave and get somebody new, or do you think they want to keep him? I mean, how do you think they made him kind of take a pay cut, and up until this past year where he won the Big Ten, made the playoff, it was kind of like he was underachieving, although he had a great record, but just not the standard of winning Big Ten championships, beating Ohio State, and making the college football playoff was the only thing that really happened this year for him.
Fans are idiots, and I'd put myself in that category. We always think they can be better, so they probably want to run them out of town and bring in somebody else. And see, if you're Harbaugh, what would you rather do?
I
Stick at Michigan or go back to the pros?
Michigan, Miami, or Minnesota?
Well, I'm not. You're talking about locations.
No, I'm not talking about locations at this point. If money's the same across the board, where do you think he has the best chance to win next year?
To win? Michigan.
Win the most games.
Michigan.
Miami or Minnesota to be the most successful coach in the NFL?
The AFC East is pretty open. Rodgers is leaving, probably Minnesota. If Rodgers is gone, maybe he's waiting to see Aaron Rodgers' decision.
Could be a good point.
Yeah.
But how long can he wait? And why are these NFL teams taking so long to hire coaches? It seems like in colleges the carousel moves a little faster.
I don't know if some of it has to do with playoffs and interviewing people still, but there's only 2 teams now. It's not like they're all interviewing.
So this should be a hot week, this week and next week.
I would think so. And we've seen the names. So the Giants got Dayball.
Yeah.
Who else has been hired this offseason?
The McDaniels.
Eberflus.
Josh McDaniels.
Didn't he go to the Raiders?
He went to Las Vegas, yeah.
Is that final?
That was in the works today.
Yeah, that was interesting move.
Yeah. What was interesting about it? That he left Belichick?
I just thought at this point he was going to try to wait out Belichick and be the head coach there.
The guy that was on with Jim Rome earlier today said basically that he's not going to want to wait out Belichick because I don't think Belichick is really motivated to go and do anything.
Yeah.
That he wants to see Mac Jones play out his rookie contract, and they made the playoffs this year and think there's a lot more meat on the bone in New England.
Could be. So who are we waiting on? Texans?
Yeah.
You know what the big story?
I think they're targeting
Saints,
Brian Flores. Any word on him going anywhere? I mean, he's got to get some job.
Yeah.
What about the big story this week?
What was that?
Coming up on Wednesday.
Out
of the Capitol.
The football team is going to be named the Washington Commanders.
The football team is going to, the football team's days are numbered.
Yeah.
They're getting ready to have new gear, new name. Are you excited about the Commanders?
No.
Not at all?
No.
What would excite you about the Commanders?
If they went to the Super Bowl.
Does it give you hope of what the Bengals did, that your team could turn it around?
Kind of, until I remember Dan Snyder's the owner. It does. The Bengals gives you a feel of anything can happen if you get a quarterback in there. So, sure, it gives you hope, but what stinks is we could have had Joe Burrow if a couple things go different 2 years ago. But
is Joe Burrow the NFL Joe Burrow if he's with the football team?
I have a Joe Burrow. That's a good point. Guess where he suffered his injury as a rookie? At FedEx Field, where quarterbacks go to die.
Right.
Yeah. So he's probably not.
Him and Terry McLaurin would have been fun to watch, though.
For 4 games. I have a Joe Burrow hot take. We all try to put out takes and predictions that will make us look like the smartest guy in the room if they come to fruition. I've got one. Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of, all right, Stafford needs to win this one because he's getting late in his career. Burrow's got plenty of time. He's going to be back there. Mm-hmm. I say not so fast, my friend. You know, another second-year quarterback that went to a Super Bowl that thought he was going to go to a bunch of Super Bowls? The star of Ace Ventura Pet Detective, Dan Marino.
Really?
Second year, went to the Super Bowl. This guy's a legend, all-world. Only Super Bowl he ever played in. I'm going to say the same thing happens to Joe Burrow. He's going to lose next Sunday, and that'll be his only shot in the Super Bowl. Now, part of that is just a dumb hot take. The other part is Chiefs, Bills, maybe Patriots. The AFC, it's going to be tough to get back if you're the Bengals.
his kicker's better than Finkel.
That is true. Laces.
So if Burrow,
if it comes down to a field goal, you'd rather have McPherson than Finkel?
Are you saying that if Burrow wins, or he's gonna?
If Burrow wins, this whole take is trashed.
Okay, so he could go back to a Super Bowl if he wins.
Absolutely, he could go to 7 of them.
7. Okay. So, but there's no chance he goes to another one if they lose on 2 weeks.
This came up just because I thought the talk's already started about this is the first of many for Burrow, so Stafford needs to win it this year. But didn't Cal Ripken Jr. go to a World Series early in his career?
They won it in '83.
They won, so he did win, but he never made it back after that.
Right. He just played a lot of games.
So just really a dumb hot take, but if they lose next Sunday, get back to me 17 years from now and see what happens.
If you really go back and look at the number of teams that have been in the Super Bowl over the last 10 to 20 years, there's not a lot of diversity there.
That is why this one's kind of different. Now, the Rams are good, and people thought they'd be good, and they were there kind of recently.
2 years ago.
This is, I was trying to think of a random Super Bowl. I go back to Rams-Titans.
Yes.
Because that was random because that was the start of Warner. And the Titans were good, but, not Super Bowl good. That one felt pretty random. You can't say Panthers-Broncos, can you? Because the Broncos had been there, and they had Peyton Manning.
They had won one.
Well, no, I'm saying they had won one in the late 90s. I'm talking about 7 years ago.
They've won, but they've been to a bunch of Super Bowls. They've been to 4 Super Bowls and won 2. So, the Broncos are kind of a staple.
So, when's the last truly random Super Bowl? Had to be Titans-Rams, right?
Yeah, I would say that would be up there. There hadn't been...
Steelers, you can't... But, Steelers-Cardinals looked really weird on TV. But I think that was the Cardinals.
It was a really good game.
Not the Steelers. Yeah, that was a great Super Bowl. I'm expecting this one to be a good one.
High-scoring game? Low-scoring game?
I don't know. Things seem to kind of tighten up in the Super Bowl. But I would think these teams could go up and down the field and score. I don't know. What's the total? I hadn't even looked at it.
Isn't it the Rams by 4.5 or 5? Isn't that the spread?
Well, the spread's 3.5. I would take the Bengals because they have played all close games.
I heard a guy on CBS Sports Radio this weekend, and he was breaking down the Bengals and Chiefs games, and he said the way to break it down is you should take the Bengals only if you think they can win the game. If not, they're going to lose by 2 scores. I hear that, but it was based on that I think the underdog had only won 20% of those championship games of recent, and that the favorite was pretty good.
I thought, were you talking about for the Kansas City game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Chiefs minus. I thought they were going to win by double digits. For a while, it looked like they were. Although they
were talking about playing the hook at 7.5,
right?
Or the whatever it's called.
The both meetings. So the Chiefs scored 49 points in the first half of the 2 meetings against the Bengals, and then barely scored it all in the second half of those games. 2 games this year, the Chiefs dominated the first half. Bengals got them in the second half. Bengals are a 4-point underdog against the Rams. Total is 49.
49.
Yeah.
I think you got to take the Bengals in the under.
Bengals and under, says Ellerbe. You will be able to revise that next Monday because we do have to wait.
Yes, but that's where my head is right now.
All right.
I see a very similar score to what we saw Rams Niners.
Okay.
2017, 23-20.
Who you got in the Pro Bowl?
What time is that matchup?
I don't know.
I was waiting for you to invite me to your party.
Pro Bowl party?
Or
watch party.
Y'all are doing a watch party this weekend. Is it for the Pro Bowl?
It is not. It is for East Carolina and Tulane, which all of a sudden Tulane is one of the best teams in the American.
I saw them win Saturday.
Did you see Ron Hunter dancing?
Yes.
He is a character.
How about Wichita? What the heck's happened to them? They won one game.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Tough league.
Tough league?
Yeah.
Can't handle it anymore?
That's just a tough league.
Think they'll try to hire Greg Marshall back?
Look. Listen.
Pro Bowl, 3 o'clock next Sunday.
This Sunday.
This Sunday. and it is NFC versus AFC. I didn't even know the format because remember one time they did like the drafting players and all that stuff. So this is the most useless game.
It is.
In organized sports history?
Is it the most useless football game played every year?
Yeah, because you can't ask players to go out and I would hate my players to be in it if I was an owner, coach.
Would you rather watch the Hall of Fame game in Canton?
Yes.
Than the Pro Bowl?
At least they're trying in the Hall of Fame game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the players clearly aren't as good, but it is a competition. This is a true exhibition, the Pro Bowl. And again, I don't know how you fix it. We talked about doing some different things, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we talked about them playing golf, bowling.
All right, let's see. Anything else? Ellerbe, how many college basketball games have you watched this year?
Not many. Not many at all. I could not tell you.
Could you tell me who's number one in the nation?
No, could not.
If I told you they were in the SEC and it was their first time ever being number one.
I could. Bruce Pearl.
They
just signed him to a lifetime contract, too.
Talking about a guy doing it the right way.
He does it. I mean, I'll tell you what. He's got a formula, and the formula works. Now, how he makes the formula and gets it to, the basketball court, let's not get distracted along the highway of all the laws he breaks. But, man, he is consistent. I mean, it's really impressive that he can recreate that, that magic at all these different schools.
Yeah.
And especially at places that really don't ever really have magic.
Yeah. He just goes to football schools that are orange, and then he paints his body orange, and then he wins ball games.
It's incredible.
That's the formula.
And, I mean, I'd just like to hear the conversation being like, I mean, I feel like he's like Tony Soprano, and he's got like his guys sitting around the table being like, all right, Clip, get Chandler, get Shirley, and CJ, get him to do his thing. Go down to Auburn and let's get this thing turned around, and it's going to cost this.
Whatever works. I had a guy, and I've had this take forever, that East Carolina should do all they can to cheat one year to get to the tournament and then have a 10-year probation, whatever it is. Somebody said that to me at trivia recently, that why aren't we going all in cheating just for one tournament run?
I would just love to see if someone could come here and successfully cheat and win.
Right.
Because it would be easier to come here and cheat.
Yeah.
But now he does it and wins. So, I mean, it is, there's
an art to cheating.
There's an art to how he puts a team together, but he actually motivates them. They seem to genuinely love him and play hard for him.
Still got to win the games.
You still got to win. Yeah. I think Memphis has been paying players for quite some time, before the NIL deals and other stuff. But, it's just like, Bruce Pearl knows... he knows basketball too. So I do, in all seriousness, do give him credit of that. It's just not hey, I've not got the 10 best players in the world here. So
kudos to Bruce Pearl.
And who would be that person, Clip Brock? Who's your short list? To help out.
There is a guy out there.
Players to Joe Dooley.
There's a guy out there that recently got in trouble. We could bring in Chris Mack from Louisville.
Yeah.
Had Xavier number 1 seed in the tournament a few years ago. And then also is a rat, apparently.
Right.
Dino Gaudio also available if he's not in jail.
Yeah. Is that because you can't really coach virtually from behind bars, I guess?
I don't know. With with COVID and stuff and Zoom nowadays, he probably could coach from his jail cell.
Right.
Probably figure out a way to get that done.
Maybe there's some March Madness for Joe Dooley and the guys. Maybe they can get on a roll in Texas for the tournament.
All they got to do is win 4 games.
It's really these are just really exhibition games right
These
now.
don't count.
We're playing for seeding, but seeding doesn't really matter because it's a tough league.
It is, and no matter who you play.
And no matter who's on the other side of the bracket, it's just going to be a tough game. So you just got to have the mindset that you're going to go through the best to get to the tournament.
Well, Chandler, I, and maybe some special guests will be here coming up on Saturday for East Carolina, Tulane. We'll be watching it here in the Pirate Radio studios. We'll have some giveaways. We'll have a lot of fun.
East Carolina goes to the NCAA tournament, or the Washington football team goes to the Super Bowl. Which happens first?
Boy, that just made me really depressed.
Which happens first, and how long does it take?
I would say Washington has a better chance to get to the Super Bowl.
How long will it take? If you're putting a timetable on it, this will happen within X number of years.
Neither one of these things are going to happen.
So you're going to live a
but I'll say 5 years. Look, they made the playoffs. All they had to do was win 3 games last year, and they could have made the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So I think that is more in reach right now, as long of a shot that is, than ECU going to the tournament.
They were the only team last year in the playoffs to make it close with the future champ, the Tampa Bay
Thank you,
Buccaneers.
Chandler, for saying that.
Chandler, same question for you. Panthers in the Super Bowl, ECU basketball in the March Madness.
I'll probably Panthers Super Bowl.
All right. Confidence level on ECU basketball, not at a very high level right now.
Nah, well,
it's just tough. It's just tough.
It is. Susan says she picked up her prize this morning. She said, "Are Jonathan and Shirley the only ones who work the morning shift?" Yes.
Well, I feel bad for Shirley because Troy was the only one here with me. If she thought.
Oh, well, okay. I think she just wanted to give a shout out to Shirley.
Yeah.
She also said fire Matt Rule. Mike says Colts Saints was random. That Super Bowl. You had great players, but the teams, I guess.
Manning.
I know. Yeah, that makes it a lot less random.
I mean, that's name brand.
Yeah. The players, the teams, though, those are some pretty bad teams, especially in the 90s.
Who did the Dilfer Ravens beat?
The Giants. Good call. Very random. Now the Giants,
Giants didn't really have anybody
because they had Kerry Collins. That was very.
That was kind of and Fossil was their coach, and then Billick, is that his name? That was the Ravens coach,
Brian Billick.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there you
go. Troy D, stop sending messages from the Pirate Radio account in the Facebook chat, please. Please use your.
I love when that happens.
Oh, dear. Ellerbe, thanks for hanging out.
All right, we'll see you next week. Super Bowl predictions. And
Ellerbe's got Bengals and under right now. That could change. Subject to change.
I feel confident I'm going to stick with it unless there's some sort of injuries.
All right. Good stuff. We'll see what Brian Bailey has to say when he joins this great edition of the Brian Bailey Show earlier today at noon. You can hear it at 6 if you missed it. Clayton McCullough, Greenville native, first base coach for the second best team in the National League, the Dodgers. Join him, and we will recap that conversation and have more with Double B when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. Hang on, I know, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the new Papa John's New York Style Pizza is a MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
At US Cellular, we know you have a choice of wireless carriers. And while the other guys may limit your choice of free phones, at US Cellular, you can choose any phone from any brand for free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
We paid how much for those lessons?
Shh. She's doing great.
Oh, yeah, totally. Can you pass me a Pepsi Zero Sugar? Great job, honey! Oh, look at that. That's not the end.
No way. Now it's time for the encore.
You know what? You're right. 5 times? Not enough times.
For everyone who traded in rock concerts for their kids' recitals, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
Here is your ice-cold Pepsi Zero Sugar, sir.
Oh, thanks.
Wanna watch the game? Ooh, little sports ball on a Sunday afternoon. Don't mind if I do. Hey, did we win? It sounds like we won.
It's still the first quarter.
I must be lucky. People say that about me. Tough break on that free throw there. Shouldn't be doing that.
Dude, we're watching football. Come on.
For everyone who spent the entire game explaining the entire game, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
Pirate Radio!
Pirate Radio.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. They are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live. We'll make you a winner coming up in hour number 3. Open up the booty bag. We've got Joe Dooley coming up at 4 o'clock. He'll talk about yesterday's defeat in Minges Coliseum. Look ahead to the game coming up Wednesday night against Temple. Right now, joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line is the host of the Brian Bailey Show, Double B. Brian Bailey joins us. Hello, Bailey.
How you doing?
Doing good. East Carolina, another loss on Sunday, Bailey. I don't know. I don't want to sound like harsh, but they had no business even being in that game and taking a lead late in that game and just about stole it from Cincinnati on Sunday. But the Bearcats able to get a last-second shot off an offensive rebound and put it in. Tristan Newton had a heave, but it comes up short, and the Pirates lose it on Sunday. And, again, a game that I'm shocked they were even in at the end as bad as they played.
Yeah, it was one of those situations where they just didn't seem like they could get anything going offensively. And then all of a sudden you looked up in the second half and they chipped away and chipped away and chipped away. And then, in that last, minute and a half, they finally took the lead. It was kind of like, oh, man, they got a chance to steal it. And then whenever the shot went up and it was off, all you got to do is get a rebound. But as Coach said, it was a rotation rebound situation, and they didn't, execute it. And guy got off a little shot, and it rolled in. And then Tristan was right on target with it. He just left it a little short.
And you got to hope these Pirates are mentally tough. They have lost a game where they blew a huge lead against UCF. They got absolutely destroyed in one of the worst shooting performances we've ever seen against Houston. Now you got one that goes down to the end. So they have lost in a lot of different ways here lately, Bailey, and you just hope. And we'll talk to Joe Dooley about it. I know he thinks his team is not going to give up, and they showed yesterday that they're not going to give up. So I think they'll be able to stay into it mentally. It's just a matter of, can they knock off some of these teams? And you got to look at Temple Wednesday night as one you can win, I would think.
I would think so too. If you remember the game up in Philadelphia, Damian Dunn from Kinston had the shot that beat him, and he had a huge night. So obviously, the first thing he had to do is slow him down a little bit. And I think Pirates tend to play much better at home. They tend to shoot it a little bit better. They didn't shoot it all that well against Cincinnati on Sunday, but they just seem to play with a little bit more confidence. And I think it just took a while to get things cranked up the other day. I don't think they came out flat at all. They just couldn't get some shots to fall. I asked Joe that the other day. They've missed some gimmies through the last couple of games.
Yeah.
I mean, shots. And I asked him if it's a byproduct of Memphis had like 110 blocks that night, and so when you get your shot blocked left and right, it's a byproduct of either you're thinking too much or you're kind of looking over your shoulder instead of concentrating on the shot. He said he's not sure exactly what it is. He knows the guys can shoot, but they missed a lot of gimmies of late.
A lot of gimmies, and got to have them coming up Wednesday night. You're right, Damian Dunn. He'll probably have some fan support, I would imagine, coming up on Wednesday night. And Cincinnati, to their credit, it's kind of something you missed from the old CAA days, Bailey. An opposing team having some fan support kind of makes it a more rowdy, fun experience at a basketball game. I don't know if it was the West Miller fan section, but they had a decent amount of fans there at the lower bowl yesterday.
They did, and I was really surprised that the crowd was as good as it was. I mean, the noon start on a Sunday is a little difficult, but the lower bowl was full, and the crowd was into the game. Despite the Pirates, not shooting the ball so well, they were into the game, especially at the end.
Brian Bailey joining us. Got ECU hoops going on. Got baseball coming up, and baseball was the topic on the Brian Bailey Show today with Clayton McCullough. He'll be speaking at the East Carolina banquet coming up, the baseball banquet. Former speaker and a former player, Bryant Packard, going to join us on Pirate Radio Live coming up on Tuesday. But Bailey, that thing is always special. We've talked about it with Burley and Connor Norby recently, and that's one thing I wish the basketball team and program had, and that's kind of players from the past connecting with the program. It was great to talk to Akeem Richmond recently, who was sitting courtside for a game and was welcomed in, to the locker room and things like that. You see that all the time with baseball, and we can't take it for granted that Cliff Godwin and Keith LeClaire before him and the Billy Godwin era, it always seemed like they connected to the past. That's something baseball does really well.
They've always done it very well. Going back to the Coach O days, and they've always welcomed players back, and really it's part of their recruiting tools. I think they want their players to broadcast the fact that it's a great program to come to and to play baseball. And you got to think about it. If you had a son who was 16, 17 years old, and you look at Cliff Godwin's program, if he doesn't make good grades, the guys are going to whip him, not Cliff, because they want to keep that GPA up so high. So I mean, there's a lot of pressure on those guys to do well in the classroom, and they do. And there's a lot of pressure trying to get playing time because they're all so talented. And it's a heck of a program he's got going.
And classy, all that stuff gets thrown around quite a bit, but they don't get much classier than Clayton McCullough. What a guy. And he has made it up the ranks pretty quickly. Now the first base coach of the Dodgers. And he's a great interview too, Bailey, as you knew, and as folks found out today on the Brian Bailey Show.
Yeah, he was really good. I really enjoyed talking to him, and it's really fun to watch some of these guys that came through as players, especially guys like Tommy Eason at Green Central and Cliff Godwin at Green Central, and Clayton McCullough, who came through at J.H. Rose, and you see them, they go into college ranks and do well, then they go into coaching and do well, and then they continue on. And Clayton, I swear he will be. I think everybody agrees he'll be a manager on the major league level at some point. He's very, very young, and he's getting interviews already, and somebody will take a chance on him. And once you get to be a manager in the majors, and if you have any kind of success at all, you'll be a manager in the majors for a long time.
And he's already in that interview cycle this early on, Bailey. So that's a great thing. Now every time there's a managerial opening, you'll hear his name pop up, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's happened twice already, and I think that he'll continue to get looks, and that's just that's what happens. If you finally get one and you have success, you'll keep on getting them.
Carson Wisdom, Pirate lefty, selected to a couple of preseason All-America teams. He was selected as an All-American for D1 baseball and receiving some honors. And He is projected to be the Pirates' ace this year. Bailey, what's your early take on this baseball team? You talk about a program. How do you replace Francisco and Gavin Williams and Connor Norville? Well, Cliff Godwin's been able to do it throughout the years, so I'm excited to see some of these guys I don't know yet, some of these young guys, because they got a lot of good returners on this team.
Yeah, and I talked to Coach today. We were going over some plans for the banquet this weekend, and he was telling me that practice went really, really well on Friday. They weren't as sharp Sunday, but they were getting ready to get back out there today. He really likes some of the young pitchers that we don't know anything about, but he said they've really done well. And really, that's what I told him before. I said, you see the names that you've lost, and you think, oh, my God, it's going to take 2 or 3 years to rebuild. Then you just look at the names they've got coming back. I mean, all those guys, you can think back to games that each one of these guys, just shine, is just crush the baseball as far as the offense is concerned, pitching-wise. So they've got a great team coming back. They got a team again. I know Cliff won't talk about it. They got a team coming back that has every chance to go back to a regional, go back and host a regional, maybe go back to a super regional, and maybe it's the year. I mean, it's going to happen one of these years. And this is a team that I think, that at least on paper, and when you look at everything, they could put it together.
Get your baseball tickets. Make sure you have your basketball tickets for Wednesday night, and football season tickets go on sale on Tuesday, and it's going to be an exciting off-season preparing for that opener against NC State and seeing what this team that won 7 games last year, Bailey, can do. And football season tickets going on sale on Tuesday.
Man, it's always fun in August when you're going out to practice, because the guys practice in the mornings. You get a little video and go back out and get sound from the coach and building up. But it's especially fun when that first game means what it does. And that's, we've got one of those years where, it doesn't make or break your season. That's the first thing the coaches will usually say, but they all know that it's going to be special. It's going to be a packed house at Dowdy Ficklen, and, it's just going to be, an outstanding atmosphere. If you're not in the mood for football in week 1, you're not going to be in the mood for football, and that's going to be a blast.
Looking forward to that, Bailey, and looking forward to this Super Bowl. Should be a fun one. Now, I, along with some people, had the Rams, but nobody had the Bengals. It's a bit of a random matchup. We've seen the Rams there a couple of years ago, but how about this matchup, Cincinnati, L.A.? What you think?
I tell you, man, Joe Burrow just seems to get it done, and so many things are weird about the NFL. You look at how badly the Bengal defense played in the first half, and how Patrick Mahomes looked like the magic man, in his prime, just dealing the football around. The Bengals couldn't stop him, couldn't slow him down at all. I mean, it didn't come close to stopping him. And then the play before the half when Kansas City, it was almost arrogant. They looked like, okay, we don't need this touchdown anyway. Let's just try this little play. All right, we didn't get it. We're still way up. But in the second half, that defense just really frustrated Mahomes. They sacked Mahomes. I mean, Burrow got sacked 100 times in the game before, and he didn't get sacked hardly at all in this game.
Yeah,
I mean, it was really a surprise. I was stunned to see how badly the Kansas City offense played in the second half.
We will see if the Rams can get to Burrow, and this is what they brought in Von Miller for. This is why they drafted Aaron Donald. You would think if anybody could get to Joe Burrow, it would be the Rams, and then it comes down to, is Matthew Stafford ready to go out and win the big one? He has not been in these situations, even though he's played a lot of football, never had anything close to this with the Detroit Lions. He's played well enough in the first 2 playoff games, Bailey, and now we'll get to see him on the big stage.
Yeah, that'll be fun to see too. And you feel for a guy like that who's played in a place like Detroit and had very little success, and he could flip it around the barnyard, but he just couldn't win that many football games. But now he's going to the big show, to the Super Bowl. And I also want to shout out my good friend David Vaughn, who's a great sponsor of the Brian Bailey Show. But he had a chance to go to Los Angeles, and he had 50-yard line tickets. He had a great time. He got to see his favorite team in a championship game. He got to see him win, and that had to be just a big thrill for him. So congratulations to David Vaughn and the Los Angeles Rams.
I had no clue. How did so was he like a St. Louis Rams fan as well, and just traveled over to?
He was just a Rams fan for a long time, as I can remember. And I didn't know he was going until very late, and then he was sending me text messages with pictures, and He sent me a picture to show how much it was cost to park near the stadium. They were asking $250 to park.
My God.
If you had about 100 spaces, you can make some money on that deal.
No doubt. And that felt...
You make some money.
That atmosphere probably felt like a Super Bowl, maybe even better than a Super Bowl because it was out without all the corporate stuff. But the amount of 49ers fans in that building, probably more than the Rams fans at times. But it made for a fun atmosphere yesterday.
It was two rivals in the same division. And we can only hope that the NFC East starts doing some of that pretty soon.
Well, I've been to a lot of Redskins games. I've never been to a football team game, and I've yet to go to a Commanders game. A Commodores. What do you call them, Bailey? Commodores?
The Commodores, the Commandos.
And there's always opposing fans there. I went to a Cowboys-Redskins Monday night game, probably my favorite live game ever, and there was a lot of Cowboys fans hooting and hollering. I went to a Redskins-Niners game, and the Niners it was like Alex Smith, Frank Gore, Vernon Davis. Around the time they went to the Super Bowl to play the Ravens, I was shocked at all the Joe Montana, Jerry Rice jerseys there. Like apparently it's not probably as bad as the Steelers, but Niners fans are everywhere. I guess especially when they're good, right? There's fans of teams everywhere when they turn up good. But I was shocked that Sunday I went to that game and saw the Niners fans in Washington, D.C., Maryland.
And there's certain fan bases that just travel well, and there are other fan bases that have, like I think the Cowboys have a lot of fans everywhere you look, just because the branding and everything else is done through the years. But I think there's some, like the Patriots fans. I mean, they travel well. I mean, there's just the Steeler fans are incredible the way they travel. So I think you see a lot of that.
All right, looking forward to the Super Bowl coming up next Sunday, and looking forward to Wednesday, Bailey, when the new team for you to hate will be revealed.
That's coming up. I thought it was coming up tomorrow, but it is Wednesday, February 2nd. Yeah, I was a day off. I was thinking it was tomorrow. It's Wednesday.
Bailey's going to laugh at it and joke about it, and then get your laughs in. That's fine.
The Commandos are coming your way.
What, they not wear jock straps during the games? How's that work?
They're going Commando.
Commandos and Cowboys coming up on Fox. All right. What's your guy Troy Aikman doing? Is he leaving Fox? What are those stories about?
I keep reading about that. I'm not sure. I know he's got a beer out that he's doing, and the thought was he was going to start working for Amazon. They're going to have the Thursday night package, I think.
Oh yeah.
So maybe he's decided he's just going to do one game a week and do it there. I don't know.
And is Sean Payton going to be the new Troy Aikman? Is he getting right into the booth with Buck?
That's everything I've read. It said he was ready to take his spot. So we'll see how it goes.
I'm wondering if we can talk about this more, but Sean Payton, is this going to be like a Cowher thing where every year? Remember when Cowher retired? It was like, all right, he's going to come back. Is this going to be the year? And he just never did. I wonder, is Sean Payton going to be like that, or do you think he'll be back in coaching?
I think he'll be back in coaching, and I think if things don't work out in Dallas, I mean, it may be Ken Quinn that takes over, or it could be Sean Payton, because there's always been a Jerry Jones deal with Sean Payton.
Yeah.
And I read something that I'd never read before, but it was some kind of through the back channels that at one point Payton was almost, signed, sealed, and delivered for Dallas, and then something happened at the last minute. But it was really a crazy story. And, whoever wrote it thought it was true. I'm not sure if it was true or not, but it was really intriguing.
All right, everybody note that January 31st, Bailey is already planning on Mike McCarthy being fired. Just want to put that out there.
You better get right.
All right.
At least the championship game.
Brian Bailey Show, 6 o'clock. Clayton McCullough, the special guest. Great show. If you missed it earlier, check it out tonight. Bailey, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Take care.
See you, man. There's Double B. Brian Bailey joining us. We'll take a time out. Come back, wrap up hour number 1 of Pirate Radio Live. We are back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, ArcPoint Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in Eastern North Carolina. With Blackwood and Mills Creek in Greenville, Dalton's Cove in Farmville, and Belmar in Ayden, these are just a few of the developments featuring BMS Builders homes. They can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or East Carolina football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes, and they can build yours as well. BMS Builders. Give them a call at 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
In studio with Gloria from Kinetic Physical Therapy. Gloria, what is cryotherapy?
Cryotherapy is when your body is exposed to extremely cold but therapeutic temperatures for several minutes. It has many benefits, including decreased pain, decreased inflammation, increased energy, and improved overall wellness. That's why at Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we offer a wide variety of services, including cryotherapy. So whether you're an athlete or whether you just want to give your health a boost, cryotherapy will help to ensure that you're feeling great and living well. So come chill with us and you'll be back for more.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Matt Driscoll. Please join us at AJ Fletcher Music Hall or live stream on February 17th at 7:30 p.m. when Durward Ensemble will be on the campus of East Carolina University presenting works from our upcoming album, Prophetic Revolutions, and a world premiere by ECU alumna and Miss America 2019, Nia Franklin. If you would like to learn more or support our group, go to our website, durwardmusic.com. We look forward to seeing you Thursday, February 17th.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
This is ECU assistant football coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip.
Thanks, CJ. Great job.
Do you mean that?
Yeah. CJ Schaefer, Chandler Honeycutt, Shirley Rhodes here.
Good job, man.
Good job, man. CJ taking over the audio production side of things currently. Chandler Honeycutt on video. Shirley Rhodes supervising. I saw a tweet earlier this hour from Mecole Hardman, receiver, Kansas City Chiefs. They lost yesterday, so his off season is beginning, and his tweet said, "Who can take care of my bearded dragon for off season?" My first question was, like, I figure if you're going to need somebody to take care of your bearded dragon, it would be during the season while everything's going on. But apparently, he needs somebody to take care of his bearded dragon during the off season. So Chandler, I'll ask you, like, as a fanboy of Cam Newton, Luke Kuechly, others, would this be a dream come true if Luke Kuechly was like, "Hey, who can take care of my ferret this offseason?"
I'd be like, me.
Now, this could go one of two ways. You could do a great job, and you could be a friend for life with Luke Kuechly. Or
how do you take care of like a bearded dragon
or
a ferret?
This is what I'm getting at. Like, what if it goes the wrong way and something happens to that animal or critter? You killed Luke Kuechly's ferret.
Yeah. You remember? You don't know who I am. I'm the one that killed Luke Kuechly's ferret.
And then everything. Like, we can use the current Panther. Who's your favorite current Panther?
Current Panther, Christian McCaffrey, I guess.
You're taking care of Christian McCaffrey's hamster. He gets out of the cage. You lose him. Runs away. Like, that not only would ruin your relationship with Christian McCaffrey, who you thought was going to be your new buddy, it also could affect his, like, mental health.
Yeah, like, it can make him depressed.
You start seeing him play, and he just looks sad all the time.
Not only do I ruin his life and his outlook on life, he hates me.
He hates you personally. He knows who you are and hates you.
It will probably get out, into the news somehow.
Yeah.
And I would be hated by the people.
Oh, my God. People would find out your social media accounts. They would start harassing you.
Death threats.
We're
talking about death threats.
Yeah. I'm going to do to you what you did to Hammy the hamster.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you are going to take on this role of being the bearded dragon babysitter for Mecole Hardman, make sure you understand both sides of how this thing could go.
Yeah.
A lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure.
I mean, it seemed fun at first, but after this conversation we just had, I would be very nervous.
Look, you got to look at all sides of every issue and how it could be positive, how it could be negative, pros and cons. I see more cons to this than pros. CJ, did you hear the story? Mecole Hardman looking for a stranger to take care of his bearded dragon.
Okay, I did. I thought I heard you say bearded dragon, but I didn't know what the context was.
Every fan is going to be like, "Yes, count me in. This is awesome." But this thing could take a huge turn.
He might say yes to somebody to take care of it, and they think it's a dragon with a literal beard. Some people don't know what a bearded dragon is.
You think somebody would say yes to take care of like a Game of Thrones style dragon?
Yes.
Wow.
Because they think it would be an interaction with Mecole Hardman, and that's what matters.
That is all they're looking for.
Yes.
They're not thinking about the upkeep.
Correct. They just want to see a famous person.
What is like? I don't remember a Game of Thrones episode where they had a storyline about the dragon's poop and what that entails.
I guess not.
Think about how big those things are.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, what are you going to do with all the waste?
Need a whole trash bag.
People don't think about this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it now, and
I am now, and it's scary.
life changing.
Do you think dragon poop is hot?
Is it hot, or is it cold? Find out next.
No.
Is it steaming? Is it a steaming pile of dragon poop?
Does it stink? Does it hooba stink?
Look, I know you like to think your dragon poop don't stink.
This is why people listen to this show.
I got questions. I don't have answers, unfortunately. All I have is questions. And
observations.
The bottom line is to think about every scenario before you get involved with it. That is the lesson here today. Taking care of Mecole Hardman's bearded dragon sounds cool in theory. until you get it and realize how much pressure now is on you to keep this thing alive.
What do you feed it? Or what do you actually feed a bearded dragon? I don't know what they eat.
Well, let me go to one of these responses here because I found this one. Let's see. He asked the question, and somebody responded. We have 9 snakes, 3 lizards, and 5 frogs. Legitimately, if you need someone to watch your beardy, we got you. Hit my DM. If you're skeptical, check out redhead.exotics on the IG. And then he said, we also breed our own crickets, roaches, and bugs to feed to our animals.
All right, that's the one.
We got you for real if you're in need. So I guess that answers the question. They are breeding their own crickets, roaches, and bugs. That sounds like a party. That sounds like
a good time.
Someone that I don't want to hang out with. So there you go. Be careful when you, because then your entire life is making sure this thing lives. You're not worried about your school, your family. You know how to hit buttons yet, CJ?
One at a time.
You don't have to. I'm just wondering, do you know how to hit the buttons
No,
yet?
not yet.
All right, didn't know how to hit the buttons yet. We don't have a button hitter. In due time. Let's see. Oh, okay, interesting. Chad says that Jason Mills, D.H. Conley head baseball coach, is great with bearded dragons. Interesting. Chad also says he is going to say that dragons are cold-blooded. Now, are we talking about bearded dragons?
I found it.
Thank you. Is this a new segment where CJ has a major delay time between?
It's a new segment where CJ explores what's going on
later, talking to a guest. Family.
By the way, Brian Kelly in another one of those dancing videos.
Weird. That is so weird.
Everything he's done is weird so far.
It's weird. Why does he got to be behind the guy?
Yeah, somebody put the side by side of Urban Meyer getting grinded on, and then Brian Kelly with a player right in front of him. It was a little creepy.
Oh man,
a little bit creepy. Chad says they're cold blooded, so he's going to say they have cold poop. All right, what do you think? Poll question of the day: do fantasy dragons, not bearded dragons, do Game of Thrones style dragons have hot or cold feces? That's what we want to know. What do you think?
I would think it'd be steamy.
Yeah, I'm thinking hot, baby.
Like hot and
like
steamy.
hot. Yeah.
Like not steamy, but steamy.
All right. We will take a break. Hopefully Joe Dooley's not listening because he is our next guest on Pirate Radio Live. We'll talk to the head basketball coach of the Pirates coming off Sunday's loss. Quick turnaround. Right back at it Wednesday night in Minges Coliseum. East Carolina taking on Temple. Joe Dooley joins us when we return after this.
Hey dads, it's back. Plan to join us for our 6th annual Daddy-Daughter Dance Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs. This event will be a fun night of games, music, photo keepsakes, raffle tickets, and of course, dancing. Best of all, 100% of the proceeds will go to Daughters for Dads, which supports local families affected by cancer. Sponsorship opportunities are also available. Purchase your tickets today by going to eventbrite.com and search for Daughters for Dads. We will see you Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs.
In a world of fake profiles, fake tans, and fake flavors, naturally flavored Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer strives for realness. It's USDA certified organic, with no sugar or carbs, and only 80 calories. So the only thing touching your taste buds is organic, refreshing, and delicious. Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer, as real as it tastes. Enjoy responsibly, not a low-calorie food. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer, IRC Beer, St. Louis, Missouri, 63118.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom with Team Coop Strong. We want to invite you to the Coop Strong race on March 19th. This unique race has a 4-mile course, a ruck division, and an awesome after party. Proceeds support the local nonprofit Coop Strong, which provides financial support for those fighting ALS, scholarships in memory of Dr. Nelson Cooper, and funding for ALS research. You can sign up at runtheeast.com and follow Coop Strong on Facebook for all of the details. As always, we appreciate your support, and go Pirates!
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you ready for some Warren's hot dogs? Warren's original Hot and Judy's mild sweet chili hot dogs have been the official hot dog of sports fans for over 30 years. Pick up a tailgate special this football season of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. Warren's in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the new Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Warren's hot dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make it a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you here on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Troy Dooley here in the third hour of today's program. I want to talk a little Royal Rumble recap with CJ. Later on this hour, I watched it, and maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was the worst Royal Rumble I've ever watched in my life. But we'll see what he has to say. But right now, we'll go out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk some Pirate Hoops with the head basketball coach of the East Carolina Pirates. He is Joe Dooley joining us today on the program. Coach, we appreciate your time. How you doing today?
Hang in there, Clip.
Yes, sir. I understand. Another one right down to the wire, and you've been on the winning side of these and on the losing side of a few as well, Coach. And I don't know. I'll start here, I guess. Is it any different after the game, handling it with your coaches, with your team, when you lose by 20 than when you lose there at the end of a game like that? Is the feeling different for you guys?
Well, I think it's more, there's a lot of different ways to look at it, but sometimes when you lose by one, you talk about this possession or that possession, but it's the same thing in a 20-point loss. But I think the way, you try to handle is try to, take some learning points, teach the guys about some things we could do differently or how we handled it, or, there's a million mistakes per play, so how can we, especially on some things that we know, how do we eliminate this, or how does we not let this happen again? So I think those are all really valid teaching points.
You get the free throws to finally climb all the way back, get that lead late, and then you get a miss from Cincinnati, kind of a scramble underneath the basket. They're able to get it back, put it in. You probably dissected that one, Coach. Was that just kind of a fluke deal, or did you tell your team, hey, we got to find a way to box out, get that rebound there?
Well, it wasn't a box out problem. The ball kicked. I mean, Javon did not get back in front of him, and when DeJulius drove it, Javon was on the wrong side of him, and when he shot it, DeJulius actually fell towards the way he shot it, and the ball kicked off that way. Tristan nearly tipped it, and then Tristan ended up on the wrong side of on a weird rebound. Tristan ended up on the wrong side of DeJulius. He's half a foot to the right. He's in DeJulius's way. And he wasn't. He tried to rebound the ball and ended up going towards our basket, and DeJulius just caught it and flipped it in.
Joe Dooley joining us, Coach. Can you take something away from that? You shoot 28%, didn't play the best game you've played all year, yet you're right there at the end with a really good basketball team. So something to build on despite not getting that win yesterday?
There's things that you can say that, we were awful until we scored 15 points in the last 4 minutes, but prior to that, we were horrendous. And that being said, we had a bunch of open shots that we missed. I think some of it is in talking to our guys that, we keep saying we're right there. We're good enough to win these games. Now you have to figure out how to win them. And, we've had a bunch of one-possession games, and, those are things that as we try to figure this out, guys, we've got to learn how to win those. And that's one of the facets is we got to get a stopper. We made enough plays to win the game, but we didn't get the rebound we needed to win it.
Coach, of course, another great game from Vance Jackson against Cincinnati. He's had their number this year, 25 for Vance yesterday. Tristan Newton seems to come on late at the end of games, play really well. We have seen Tristan turn the ball over a little more recently than he did earlier this season. Is he pressing? Is that just playing better defense? What about Tristan Newton and the turnovers right now, Coach?
I think there's a combination of things. He's trying to make some plays. He had a couple ones that were uncharacteristic yesterday. He threw off the bat, stopped them. I hadn't seen him make. I think there is, they're putting bigger or multiple defenders on him. There's a lot of factors. In some instances, and he knows that sometimes you just have to get the ball up a little bit quicker. When people run at you, instead of taking the extra dribble, just get rid of it and get it back.
Coach, I noticed that during the Memphis game, there was a key time, and on the court, you had Tristan, you had Vance Jackson, who's a first-year player here, but he's played a lot of basketball. But on the court with those guys was Brandon Johnson, Javon Small, R.J. Felton. And for a moment there, I thought, a year or two, if these guys stick together, everybody's still here, this could be a learning moment for these guys. You're putting them in key situations, high-pressure situations in their first years, and that's something that I know you hope pays dividends down the stretch, down the road, right?
Yeah, well, I think, the JJ, like even yesterday, was, limited. He had to come out. He couldn't play the last couple of minutes, so you had to play Javon and RJ. And, they're getting some valuable minutes, but those minutes, in all honesty, they should be getting in practice because you'd have Suggs and Miles out on the court in the rotation and playing a little bit less minutes to rest Tristan or Tremont. But I do think the more experience they get, they'll see, they're starting to see, they've played in real league games. Those young guys are starting to get a feel, and until they've seen it a few times, it's a little bit different, but now they've started to see it a little bit more, so hopefully they'll be able to adjust.
Joe Dooley joining us. Coach, you mentioned Brandon Suggs. Any update on when we might see him back on the court?
We're still hoping here soon, but he'll be out a little bit still.
All right, Coach, last time you faced Temple, great game there in Philadelphia, right down to the wire, as a lot of these games have gone. And Damian Dunn was not going to let his team lose that day, hit a three-pointer at the buzzer at 33 points. But that was a close game, back-and-forth game. You battled right with Temple. So what should we expect this time around? What are some keys for beating Temple on Wednesday night at Minges?
Well, obviously, we can't let him get 33. You know, he had 3 3-pointers, and he had 10 free throws. He went to the free throw line 12 times by himself. So we put him on the free throw line way too much. I think that'll be one factor. It'd be nice to get back to where we were playing offensively. You know, we've played 3 terrific defensive teams, but we've struggled the last couple of games offensively, shooting percentage-wise, and hopefully with a little confidence we got at the end of the game offensively against Cincinnati, who's really good defensively. Hopefully we can take that into the Temple game.
Coach, I've asked Cy Seymour and Jeff Charles, who are, somewhat close to the program, but they're outside just like all of us. So I'll ask you, as the head coach, it'd only be fair. When you have a lead and lose it to UCF, you get, blown out on the road at Houston. Us on the outside say, man, how do you keep the team together? How do you keep them fighting? You still got a lot of season left. Is that a difficult thing to do? And how do you go about making sure your guys are, still mentally into it after some really tough losses like that?
Well, I talked to our guys about. I think yesterday, although we could have folded our tents a couple times yesterday, and the guys fought back. I know it's disappointing, but I think the UCF one was we feel like we kicked one away. There's probably 1 or 2 games a season that you play worse than who you are, and we did that at Houston. We weren't that bad. We're not that bad, and I do think you're one side of you. We're sitting here at 2-6, and you're in your mind sometimes you could say, well, we could be 5-3 or 4-4, and those things all play into it. Like I said to our guys, we've proven we could play. The exception of the Houston game, we can play with anybody in the league. Now it's not playing with them; it's finding a way to win those games, and that's all part of it.
And of course, you knocked off Tulane earlier this year. Tulane now 6-3 in conference play. Seems like it's a battle every single night. Are you keeping an eye on these standings, Coach? Because it really is top to bottom. You got Tulsa, who's 1-7, and then they could be 4-4, 5-3 right now. Wichita State 1-5. All across the board, we've seen some crazy results this year.
Well, and I think watching SMU. No one's even mentioning SMU. They're 7-1 in league play, and they're starting a 6-5 center. So a lot of it's timing. I think a lot of it's when you play people, who you play. I tried to keep our guys confident. I said, guys, I don't care where you're at. A Houston Memphis road trip, back-to-back games is rough no matter who you are, and I don't care whether you're. What school you're at, but that's a rough road trip to go to those places back-to-back. So that's also the reason you play in the league, because you want to play those type of teams.
Should be a fun one coming up Wednesday night. It was a fun one the first time around when East Carolina played Temple. And, Coach, we've talked about this with you before, but for a Sunday at noon, pretty good lower bowl crowd yesterday. Got loud at times towards the end, and hopefully we'll see a good crowd Wednesday night. I know that that helps out your team.
Great crowd yesterday afternoon. Appreciative. The fans were terrific. Like I told our guys, we got to give them hope and something to cheer for. And when we did, they responded.
Coach, appreciate you joining us. Giants fan, right? I'm a Washington fan. What do you think about the Giants move, bringing in a new coach?
We've been dead in the water for a couple of years. I'm just hoping we can stop circling the drain and maybe win a game or two here soon.
Hey, if the Bengals can make the Super Bowl, anybody can do it, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Coach, appreciate you joining us. Good luck Wednesday night. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
All right. Try to make a little small talk there. Some NFL. But Joe Dooley just trying to win a basketball game at this point. And, man, tough one yesterday. To come back, you didn't play that good at all, and you heard him say that. And they're able to take a late lead, but not get the rebound in the end. When they needed it, Pirates fall to Cincinnati. Now they'll take on a team that, kind of a similar scenario, had a chance to beat the first time around, could not do it. When Damian Dunn just decided to go Dame time, to borrow a phrase, and hit a late three as the buzzer sounded. Temple beating East Carolina. Should be a good one. I think it's a winnable game for East Carolina. Guess the line, Chandler.
I'm going to go Temple, a road dog, 4.5.
ECU by 4.5?
No. Temple favorite. A road favorite.
Okay, that was the word you were looking for.
Yeah, road favorite.
Yeah, I'm thinking Temple by like 2. I think it's going to be pretty tight. So, I think ECU wins on Wednesday night.
Half a point and go down to 4.
Okay. I'm gonna say ECU beats Temple Wednesday night.
I'm gonna say it too. ECU beats Temple Wednesday night.
You just said it.
I'm gonna say it. I have said it. It has been said.
Well said. All right.
Thank you. I'm gonna win at AJ's at Sports Trivia.
No. Let's not get crazy here.
Okay.
When's the last time you won? Have you ever won?
Oh yeah.
All right.
100%. We won.
Oh yeah.
A month and a half ago, but that's when we had 2 of our best players on the team, and they are now MIA.
Good news for everybody participating Wednesday night. I will not be playing. So
thank God.
It is open.
Hey, it's
everybody.
wide open. Hey, Tom Brady retired. NFC South's wide open. So,
or did he? Or am I not playing? Yeah.
Let's see.
We'll see. Hey,
we'll see.
Let's see. Hold on.
Let's see. Hold on.
Let's see.
They're gonna look at it.
We'll take a time out, come back, have more for you. Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live here on this Monday. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 and save up to $2,000 off. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
It's a new year and we have some exciting news at Angel Oak Home Loans. This is Talbot Green and I would like to introduce you to the newest member of our team, Braxton Green. I've known Braxton his entire life because he's my nephew. He is also a recent ECU graduate and has lived in Eastern North Carolina his entire life.
This is Braxton Green and I'm looking forward to working with you with your next home loan or refinance. Give us a call at Angel Oak Home Loans today at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250 and 685842. Equal housing lender.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Domino's new warm oven-baked dips and twist combos are making a lot of noise in the pizza world.
Holy cow.
That's good. There's cheesy marinara with dippable bread twist.
So cheesy. So tomatoey.
Sweet and cinnamony baked apple dip.
Now that is sweet.
And melty 5-cheese dip.
Hold up. 5 cheeses?
Try our new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizza for $7.99 each when you carry out from Domino's. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU home services partner. Give them a call today at 919-292-5532, or you can visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Brock.
All right, I was about to call CJ in after all those flubs, Shirley, with the ad read.
Wow, really?
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 No, not really.
Okay. I mean, I could let him take over the rest of the show. I'll go home.
Chandler, I'm going to read something here. I don't want you to get upset, though, okay?
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. I'm probably more upset than you reading this. Somebody had linked a story back from September the 12th, 2021, and it told the story of the off-season saga of Matthew Stafford and how he got to where he got.
Okay.
Because sometimes to figure out where we are now, you need to look back and figure out how we got here. Am I right?
How did I get here?
This story from before the NFL season started, NFL.com, and Ian Rappaport. Blah, 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 blah. Matthew Stafford's spotlighted three top options to join from Detroit: the Rams, the Colts, and the 49ers. Interesting. They just beat the 49ers. Yet, in late January, one team jumped to the forefront: the Carolina Panthers. They were aggressive. Sources... That was aggressive.
Sorry.
And terrible.
What?
Sources...
Let me get this again. Hold
Panther
on.
impersonation.
First of all, it's
You
short.
sound like Donald Duck.
It's... Oh, God. It's... Hold on, do that again and say...
I sound like a drunk
What are the
Duck.
kids' names, Shirley? Daffy and Taffy? Daisy? Yeah,
That's what it sounds.
All right, anyway. The Panthers were aggressive. They actually neared a deal by the time they left the Senior Bowl. Several people involved thought they would be the winner of the Stafford sweepstakes. And then Stafford stepped in, consulted with his family. He made it clear he wanted to go to the Rams, and so did his family. Suddenly, the Panthers, despite offering a prime first-round pick and Teddy Bridgewater, were out. So he goes to L.A. for 2 future first-round picks and Jared Goff. The other offers for Stafford were large, multiple high picks from most teams, including the Colts, the Broncos, and the Washington football team. In fact, the Chicago Bears made it clear that they were in the mix for Matthew Stafford. The 49ers never made a formal offer, neither did the Jets. So there was a time, and I guess if the Rams had no interest in making a deal, Matthew Stafford would have been a Carolina Panther. Now, the Panthers would not be playing in the Super Bowl if Matthew Stafford was the quarterback. But what do you project their record would have been, Chandler, with Matthew Stafford?
I would say closer.
They would have started 3-0. So how many wins could they have gotten after that 3-0 start?
Well,
you said 8 or 9?
Yeah,
maybe a 9-8 season.
Like a 9-8, 8 and 9, 9-8, somewhere around there.
So as we look at the playoffs this year, the Philadelphia Eagles were a wild card at 9-8. You lost to the Eagles. You win that game with Stafford, you're in the playoffs. You're facing off against Tom Brady and the Bucs in the playoffs.
Yep.
With Matthew Stafford.
Yep. NFC South showdown in the wild card. These things aren't necessarily fun to do, but I do find them interesting. What ifs, especially when it's close like this. You know what I'm saying? I was the guy who wanted Stafford all off season, could have landed right there in Chandler's lap. Instead, you get Sam Darnold. And here we are. So anyway, what are you looking at, breaking news boy? Well, I was just given a tweet on my desk.
On the Chandler Honeycutt breaking news desk?
That is the one. Jared Greenberg tweets out tonight exclusively on the NBA app. Watch the biggest moments of the night as they happen live on #CrunchTime. Join Steve Smith and me as we give you the NBA's version of Red Zone starting at 8:30 p.m.
Now, I have been clamoring for a college basketball Red Zone. So this is the app. This is available to everyone?
Tonight, exclusively on the NBA app.
All right. Commercial
free is what my counterpart said.
I'm not going to watch it, but you guys do it and tell me how it goes.
My roommate's a big NBA fan. I'm going to have to tell him.
This is right up his alley.
He probably already knows about it. He might have came up with it. He is really a big NBA fan.
We got to get some kind of college basketball Red Zone soon. With all the plus and 3 and these games they offer, put it on ESPN Plus. I'll pay for it. I'm already paying for it. And I would watch it. And you don't do it every night. You do it like you definitely do it.
Busiest night or day of the year.
You definitely do it Saturday when all those games are going on. You skip Friday, you skip Sunday. I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. Those seem to be the biggest college basketball days. Maybe a Thursday here or there. But you got to get that done. All right, CJ, can you come in here for a moment? I want to talk a little.
I want to talk about how bad the Royal Rumble was.
It stunk. Why did it stink? I'll tell you in mere moments. Chandler, you didn't watch the Royal Rumble, did you?
What do I look like? A smart person.
You're supposed to fill that in with something after you say, "What do I look like?" So and so. So what do you finish your sentence?
What do I look like? A wrestling fan?
Thank you. I'll take that as a no. CJ is a big wrestling fan. You can check out the Pirate Radio Wrestling Podcast. Dropped episode 2 on Friday. Great interview with Summer Rae, who had a brief appearance in the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah. She did her thing.
Had a nice kick.
Yeah. The kick to the back of the head in Italian. Or was it in Italian? I don't remember. But, yeah, it was cool. I mean, she was only in there, what do you think, maybe 2 or 3 minutes?
So the WWE just completely said, we are going mainstream.
Yep.
And Ronda Rousey was a surprise entrant into the Women's Royal Rumble, which you speculated would happen, right?
Yes.
And she won.
Yes.
And then Brock Lesnar which you speculated would happen.
Sure did.
What did you say? The loser of Brock Roman was going to win the Rumble, right?
Yes, whichever world champion.
No, I'm sorry. Whichever
Yes.
Because Brock fought Bobby Lashley.
Yes, and
Roman
fought
Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
You said whichever one didn't retain was going to win the Rumble.
Yes.
And it stinks that you and everybody else knew that was going to happen, and then you put that into my brain, so I knew that Brock Lesnar was about to come out and win the Royal Rumble.
Right. Now, here's my question for you. Speaking in kayfabe, well, you know what kayfabe is. Speaking in kayfabe, which is
wrestling is 100% real.
Yes. If Brock Lesnar just lost a match and maybe 45 minutes later entered the Royal Rumble, did they start the Royal Rumble match with 29 entrants ready, and they were going to have to go find somebody at number 30?
So somebody got cut, is what you're saying?
Maybe they just didn't have anybody ready.
I like that you're looking at it like this.
What? It doesn't make any sense.
That's a great... Did Brock Lesnar... So now tonight on Raw, they need to have a storyline of who Brock Lesnar took out of the match.
Right.
To get himself in there. I'll just say, like, I had low expectations, and even those were not met.
No, I don't blame you. I mean, you said it on the podcast. You still watch the Royal Rumble pretty much yearly, right? Because no matter what the outcome may be, the match itself can still be entertaining. You can still get cool surprise entrances. You can get cool spots. Just a bunch of great wrestlers doing their thing. And even if the finish to the match isn't the best, you still had, the whole meat of the match to look forward to. And you didn't even, well, I didn't either. We didn't even get that. The only surprise entrance was Shane McMahon, and I'm not excited about that.
No, I kind of did. Like, for the music and I got excited about that.
Yeah.
But then when I realized what was happening, I was not excited at all.
Right.
It's really bad when the best part of the Rumble was Johnny Knoxville taking bumps.
Yep.
And Bad Bunny, who I still don't know what that is outside of WWE, looking good in the ring.
Yeah. It's funny to me that the only person in WWE that's allowed to do a Canadian Destroyer is Bad Bunny.
What is that move?
It's the one where he sets you up like you're going to do a power bomb, but he does that flip, and it turns into a pile driver.
So they don't let real trained wrestlers do it, but they let what is he, a music star?
Yes, yeah.
Bad Bunny. Mm-hmm. They did not have any, like, surprise legends. They did not have any... And by the way, like, I didn't know some of the guys, and that's fine, because I hadn't been watching. Maybe these guys are good, but I didn't know a lot of the people that were in this Rumble.
Right.
There was no star power, and it really made me think that WWE is in trouble.
Yes.
If this is their big show and their time to shine, and this is what they put on, either A, they are not concerned about AEW at all and can figure they can just go out there and put some crap on TV, or this is the best they have to offer right now.
Right, and that's the thing, right? You knew none of, well, obviously you knew some of the big names that came out there. Otherwise, like you said, you didn't know a lot of the names. A lot of people's music, when it hit, you probably had no idea who it was. You had to look at the Titantron to see. And it's funny, you can do a Royal Rumble to showcase how strong your roster is if you have a strong roster. This might be the weakest roster they've had in well over a decade.
Which is crazy to me. Well, they still have guys like, where was Cesaro?
Where was Finn Balor? Really, I mean, there were only a few guys that were missing that were really noticeable, and that's the worst part, is you had 30 people used almost your entire male roster, and we can only think of a few more guys that weren't in it. The roster is incredibly small.
Man, so now you're just set up for, like, more Roman Reigns and Lesnar?
Yes.
More, Charlotte and Rousey or whatever?
I think
Becky?
so.
I mean, It's just like it was 3 years ago.
You can't do the same thing every year and expect people to keep buying your show.
Now, here's the problem. I have Peacock. What am I supposed to do? Get rid of Peacock?
George Lopez is on Peacock. You like that show?
Never seen it.
Oh, never mind then.
Never seen the George Lopez show.
Chandler, didn't you say you knew somebody who had Peacock?
Only because of George Lopez?
Well, no. I was going to ask if Chandler knew any good shows on Peacock. Because there's other stuff you can watch.
I got Peacock so I could watch Tombstone, and now I can't even... Not Tombstone. Yellowstone.
Yeah, my roommate has Peacock, and I don't watch any shows on it. But I used it because you can get the Sunday NFL game, the night game.
Oh,
Peacock.
okay.
So that's the only time I would hop on Peacock.
But now you can't watch the new episodes of Yellowstone. The whole thing's...
I mean, it's stupid.
Or was that Paramount? I don't know. I got all this crap, and
There's
I can't...
so many of them.
I hate it. It's just sucks.
They're lucky. They're lucky that Peacock's only $5 because I don't even want it anymore. I'm so bored of it. Just I can't keep watching the same thing over and over again, which that's why I switched over to watching AEW more. And
Well, this is what
the same way.
This is what wrestling fans do. They complain about it and just keep buying it.
I love this.
That's a vicious cycle.
I love bashing Peacock. I hate Peacock.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's so stupid. Stupid Peacock.
All right.
What's your beef?
What's your beef?
Peacock. Boycott Peacock.
Boycott Peacock. Hashtag it. Let's get it going.
I like it.
All right. So absolutely nothing to look forward to tonight on Raw, right?
No. What in the world? I don't even know what's on the show. You know, they announced... I think the whole card for AEW Dynamite on Wednesday is already announced. I don't know if there's a single match announced tonight for Raw, and it happens in 5 hours.
Well, I saw Steve say this, and I still go to Reddit and read like what's happening and stuff. Apparently, the Matt Riddle was supposed to win the Royal Rumble.
I saw that as well.
What changed? Why not do that?
I don't know. Why take the win away from one of your up-and-coming
A young
stars?
guy, up-and-comer.
It doesn't make sense.
Brock Lesnar it is. Why do you have a military bowl hoodie? Is that like a joke?
It's comfortable.
Did you get it when you thought the game was going to happen?
Oh, yeah. I had it like the week before the game.
All right.
And we just kept... we stayed up in D.C. a few days after the game was supposed to happen, as I'm sure plenty of people did. We saw a lot of people walking around wearing this exact hoodie. So
now it's like it's one of those shirts that gets sent to an impoverished country after a losing team like loses the championship, and they get their championship gear.
Yeah,
the military bowl that never happened.
All those people probably think the Chiefs are a great team.
I mean,
the Buffalo Bills are the best team in NFL history.
I gifted my mother with a military bowl sweatshirt.
Before or after it got canceled?
Before.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Does she still wear it now?
While she watches Peacock?
I don't know. I think she might have burned it.
What?
Boycott Peacock, burn your military bowl gear.
Yeah.
That's what we're advising.
Burn it.
Burn it to the ground.
Burn it.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Thanks, CJ. Anything else? Good job on the pod.
AEW Dynamite this Wednesday.
All right. Minji's Trivia Dynamite.
There you go.
It's the trio.
It's perfect.
Trio title. We will take a time out, come back, have more for you on Pirate Radio Live. Hour 2 rolls on after this.
You know, texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Your power's out. There's a water leak. What do? For these and other utility-related emergencies, you need service, and you want it fast. There are 2 things you can do to get the quickest response if you're a GUC customer. First, you can call the hotline at 1-855-767-2482 and report any utility-related emergency. That number is also on GUC.com. Or second, you can give GUC your phone number. The hotline process is quickest when their account records have your current phone number. Service you can count on. Greenville Utilities.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Grow Rug 26 is coming to Greenville March 25th through the 27th. This is DJ Fossil from F3 ENC, inviting all men to sign up now for this leadership training event. The Grow Rug training events are designed to help men become high-impact men by reinforcing the F3 mission of invigoration of male community leadership. To register or to learn more, please visit f3enc.com. That's f3enc.com. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you've got to get started if you want to be great.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
University PC Care has been busier than ever repairing personal PC and Mac computers and iPhones during this pandemic, and we thank you for your support. Now, with everyone streaming and doing work from school and home, you may have discovered that your home Wi-Fi just isn't cutting it. It may be time to upgrade your home network, and University PC Care can help. To make a network assessment appointment and discover upgrade options that fit your home, go to talktowilliam.com or learn more at universitypccare.com. Your power's out. There's a water leak. What do? For these and other utility-related emergencies, you need service and you want it fast. There are 2 things you can do to get the quickest response if you're a GUC customer. First, you can call the hotline at 1-855-767-2482 and report any utility-related emergency. That number is also on GUC.com. Or second, you can give GUC your phone number. The hotline process is quickest when their account records have your current phone number. Service you can count on. Greenville Utilities.
This is Coach Blake Carroll, defense coordinator for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Do you have real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for rental houses? ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX and SD Harris Properties can help answer every question you have and show you a stress-free real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. If you have real estate questions, Scott has answers. Call Scott Harris today at 347-1857. Now back to the show. Here's Clip.
All right. Thank you, CJ. Let's see if folks can hear this. This is friend of the show, Dan Horde, voice of the Cincinnati Bearcats and Cincinnati Bengals.
Man, did he miss a good college basketball game on Sunday.
I know he regrets it.
I know. I know that's what's going through his mind all week.
Well, he could have called a last-second win by his Bearcats or a last-second win by his Bengals, win over the Chiefs in overtime. Here's the call from Dan Horde on Bengals radio on Sunday.
Participants of McPherson sent him to the Super Bowl. 4 years ago, he was a senior in high school in tiny Fort Payne, Alabama. Now the Bengals Super Bowl chances rest on his right foot. The kick is up. Good. Coffin nails. Bam, bam, bam. That is unbelievable. The Cincinnati Bengals come from behind on the road. Unbelievable, Dan. It is no fluke. It is a fact. The Cincinnati Bengals are headed to Super Bowl 56.
Still sounds weird to hear those words in a sentence.
Yeah.
Remember going into the playoffs, the internet meme going around, nobody has ever texted anyone about the Bengals winning a playoff
When
game?
they won the wild card, they tweeted out and said, "Send that text."
Yeah, because it had been so long. There was life has changed so much since the Bengals had been anything in football, and now they are in the Super Bowl taking on the Rams. I was watching highlights of Rams-Niners from yesterday, and then on YouTube on the TV up here, and it auto-played the next video, which is the Niners-Chiefs Super Bowl from a couple of years ago. The Niners are up in the third quarter, and they're about to blow it. And I have seen tweets today about how Andy Reid has blown all these games, and that was followed up by a tweet of, well, what about Kyle Shanahan, offensive coordinator in that Falcons-Patriots Super Bowl, but also blew a lead in this Super Bowl and blew a lead yesterday. And the crazy thing about it is the Niners are that team built to, if you got a lead, we're not going to let you come back because we're going to run the ball and play defense. Yet, for whatever reason, Kyle Shanahan has now gotten the stigma that he is a choker. He blows late leads.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It happens to every team, but once you do it in a big moment 2, 3, 4 times, it starts to stick with you.
Yeah. I'm going to miss watching Deebo Samuel. I hate that we're not going to be able to watch him in the Super Bowl, but very glad that Matt Stafford's going to have a chance at a Super Bowl.
I've seen a lot of people happy for Stafford and bummed that Odell Beckham gets to play in the Super Bowl after forcing his way out of Cleveland.
He's done better since he's left, though.
Oh, I mean, he's been huge. The Rams probably aren't there without him.
Yep.
I mean, Cooper Kupp is all-world, and to prove he's all-world, he's putting up just massive numbers in the playoffs. Like, teams know it's coming, and that's why I give Sean McVay a lot of credit, and I still give Shanahan a lot of credit with the way he uses Deebo Samuel. When you know your best player is going to get the ball, when the opposing team knows that, and you're still able to do this. Yesterday, Cooper Kupp had 11 catches for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns.
You know, last year we were talking about, we were taking Damian Lillard's, points over.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, and I feel like every single time I took Cooper Kupp's receptions props, he hit. It's like an automatic thing. It's like Coop time or something like that.
You can't make those numbers too high for him.
No.
Now, in the Super Bowl, catches are going to be like 8.5. Yards will
maybe
be
even 9.
100 and... Do they go over 100? You almost have to, right? Like 107.5 or whatever?
The receiving props for Sunday was 103.5.
You're right. And they'll probably be bumped up even more by 5 yards or something.
Yeah.
Do you just blindly take them and say, let's go?
I mean, definitely receptions. But you might as well go ahead and get yards too.
Yeah.
Because they can find him deep down the field, and he can make plays down the field.
He had one yesterday, and I got that Rams prop, that future, so I'm holding on to it. So I was pulling for them. They had 2 plays that I thought, okay, this is not their day. They're not going to win. One was Kupp dropping it when he had all that space in front of him.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's going to hurt. And then the other one was Stafford throwing to that guy with the weird last name in the end zone, and the ball hits off his hands and his helmet.
Yep.
And he's wide open. Now that Troy's here, it reminded me of the Bears against the Saints last year in the playoffs. Troy, do you remember early in that game, guy was wide open in the end zone and dropped the ball?
Yeah.
In that playoff game?
It totally changed the outcome of that game. Because if the I forget which wide receiver it was that dropped it for the Bears, but they would have gone up on them early, and that kind of set the tone for that whole game. All I remember is that dropped pass, which would have been a touchdown.
Yep.
and then like the Nickelodeon slime all over that game. Remember, it was the first Nick game.
That's right.
That's what I remember about that game.
I'm trying to find the name of that unfortunate receiver that dropped that ball. He also might have been the same guy that got ejected in that game.
I think it was. He had a real attitude problem. They ended up cutting him, if I'm not mistaken. And he's off the team now. But yeah, he did. He had a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. He had problems earlier in the season.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was. I can't find it at the moment. But that drop.
Good recall, though, Clip.
Javon Wims.
Yeah.
There it is.
Where's he now?
I was reminded of him yesterday and thought, okay, the Rams are screwed after that touchdown drop. Javon Wims. Let's take a look at the tape on Wims. He played, he did not play in 2021.
Yeah, so he might be kind of out of the league.
He dropped himself right out of the league.
Yeah, with an attitude problem like that, there's too many other players ready to take your job. And once you're out a season like that, it's hard to get back in.
He's out. We will talk more NFL. We'll talk some ECU. A lot to hit with Troy D coming up in hour 3 of the program.
I heard the play-by-play cut from
Dan Horde.
Dan Horde and the Cincinnati guys. That drives me crazy. I don't know if you have time to play it one more time for people that might have just gotten in their cars or just tuned in. The color analyst. You're a pro. Like, I get it. Like, Chandler does some high school stuff on the side back in his hometown. If the color analyst talks over, it's high school. You know, you're almost at a volunteer level.
It still irritates me.
Right, but I'll give them a pass on the high school stuff. These guys, they're in the NFL. There's only 32 jobs like this. Play-by-play or color analyst. Why are you talking? Like, this guy should be a pro. Quit talking over the guy like you're a 12-year-old.
Bang, bang, bang.
But even before that, he's like, "Oh yeah."
I hear you. I understand it.
I'll give him the bang, bang, bang after the guy gets done with the call, but don't talk over him while he's making the call. Listen to it.
Humor and Pro Bowl participants and victors can send them to the Super Bowl.
4 years ago, he was a senior in high school in tiny Fort Payne, Alabama. Now the Bengals Super Bowl chances rest on his right foot. The kick is up.
The guy doesn't even let him make the call. Oh yeah!
Well, let's see.
Like, did he make it? Shut the hell up. Let the play-by-play guy do his job, then you do your job.
They're going to look at it.
That is a huge pet peeve of mine.
I understand.
Grinds my gears, Clip.
My only argument, it's not really an argument, it's just an excuse, a reason. It's the Bengals. He's been calling losing games for decades, and he finally, it's excitement. I don't know. But I hear you. Let the play-by-play man do the play-by-play.
Yeah. I really irritated, especially on a pro level. You know, I'll give Michael Perry a pass because, I mean, this is his first year. He's coming out of coaching. He's not a seasoned veteran doing this. He gets a little anxious sometimes. I'll give him a do-over is what I'm saying. If he can, it's a teachable moment. But these guys, they're pros. That's all they do.
Dave Lapham is on Troy's bleep list.
You're on the list.
He just made the list.
You just made the list.
All right, let's
of jackass broadcasters.
I've got to go through every
list.
broadcast ever done to see if that's, or like every game-winning radio call, and find out who the analyst is, and if they stumble over the play-by-play guy.
Do you believe in miracles? Let's see.
Hold on. I got to contact Troy and say, hey, this guy's your guy. Put him on your list.
He's on the list. All right, let's take a time out. We'll come back. Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live on the way. A lot to get to. Also, we'll make you a winner coming up in Hour 3. It's all ahead. Back with you after this.
Pirate Radio.
And you write that down, because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in ENC. Open 7 days a week. Plus, the Buck has live music every night, along with football. The Buck has a brand new 15-foot 4K screen, the only one in Greenville, and over 18 big screens with all your college and pro action. Sunday Fun Day will also be stocked with the biggest Bloody Mary and Mimosa bar, along with the NFL Sunday Ticket and food trucks out back. Check out the Buccaneer Music Hall. Open every day, noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night, and now football and food trucks during the day.
Hey dads, it's back. Plan to join us for our 6th annual Daddy-Daughter Dance Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs. This event will be a fun night of games, music, photo keepsakes, raffle tickets, and of course, dancing. Best of all, 100% of the proceeds will go to Daughters for Dads, which supports local families affected by cancer. Sponsorship opportunities are also available. Purchase your tickets today by going to eventbrite.com and search for Daughters for Dads. We will see you Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom with Team Coop Strong. We want to invite you to the Coop Strong race on March 19th. This unique race has a 4-mile course, a ruck division, and an awesome after party. Proceeds support the local nonprofit Coop Strong, which provides financial support for those fighting ALS, scholarships in memory of Dr. Nelson Cooper, and funding for ALS research. You can sign up at runtheeast.com and follow Coop Strong on Facebook for all of the details. As always, we appreciate your support, and go Pirates!
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak and our seafood delight pasta. The Rick House is open for lunch daily from 11 to 2, Monday through Friday. Take a break from your workday with lunch at the Rick House. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Carolina Caliber has the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and is one of the top firearm dealers anywhere. At Carolina Caliber, they have everything you need for hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. Carolina Caliber will buy, sell, and trade. Carolina Caliber, locally owned and operated since 1960 on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. Now back to the show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, thank you, CJ Schaefer, Chandler Honeycutt, Shirley Rhodes. Troy D to my left here on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We were just talking tiebreakers during the break, Troy. Coming up Saturday, we've got another Pirate Radio watch along as we will be watching East Carolina take on Tulane. That will be brought to you by Tiebreaker. So we'll be enjoying some Tiebreakers food. We got some giveaways and a lot of fun coming up this Saturday afternoon.
Sounds good. I'm working the early shift today and the late shift. You're working the weekend shift.
That is correct. Yeah. All we do is work.
Work.
Troy making sure
you paying
people
attention,
know.
Susan?
People know he was working early this morning.
I know.
He was here.
Mondays I am here early.
By the way, Susan, I was here too.
Quit yelling.
I was here too.
Way to go. We got a lot of worker bees.
You weren't here when Susan was here.
No, yeah, I was. We were in the conference room.
No, she came in before you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was on the way to work, Susan. I was on the way
stuck in traffic.
Me and Ellerbe met before you ever got here. Oh. You're probably still laying in bed when we were talking.
Oh, no. I was on the way to work. The morning shift.
All right. We need a punch-in clock so we can confirm.
We're all here now.
Speaking of confirming, Shirley, do we have we had something we needed to take care of today?
Yeah, what is this alleged? Is this, now, did you?
You're in trouble, bud.
Because I know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
And I have a response.
Good. Good. Because you are the keeper of guarantees. You take these things very seriously.
What do they call that? Like, is this like a deep fake? Have you edited audio? Because I really don't remember guaranteeing anything.
I know you don't, but
I'm asking, is this real or did you manipulate it?
This is real.
No, this is completely
Y'all
real.
watched me do this earlier today.
Okay. All right, that's all I'm asking.
Verbatim.
And then we'll get to you already have your PR team working on a response.
Well, I just had a feeling. You mentioned this on Thursday.
Yeah, I was kind of warning you that, I mentioned it Friday because you said this on Thursday.
All right.
And I only do this because you take guarantees so seriously.
I do.
You are the keeper of guarantees.
Yes.
So this is from Thursday's show with Tony Collins.
All right. ECU back at home Saturday, Clip?
Sunday at noon.
Sunday at
Cincinnati.
Noon. Would you like to go? To the game on Sunday? Yeah. You invited me? Yes. Hell yeah. All right, done. I guarantee.
Wait a minute.
Tony to the game Sunday.
What time football starts?
Not till later, right?
Oh, boy.
All right. I will guarantee I'll take Tony to the game if Tony wants to go to the game.
I mean, you can backtrack all you want. You have a busted guarantee, Troy. I guarantee I will take Tony to the game on Sunday.
All right. I've got an official response because at 9:12 a.m., I sent a text to Tony to remind him about, how he needs to be reminded about stuff.
Oh, I forgot to remind you to remind him.
And I did it anyway. I did say when you text me.
I was supposed to remind you.
I know, but it's all right. We've got this text dialogue. I can read me, and you could be Tony. Could you do Tony and Tony, like as Tony?
I'll do it. None of this matters, but I'll do it.
I know.
Because I have a response after this response.
Okay. 9:12. I'm the one in blue. Do you still want to go to the ECU basketball game today?
Damn, I forgot all about that.
So, do you still want to go or not?
Nope. Thumbs down.
I said, okay. Well, just for the record, I had tickets to the game for you and was going to drive you there too. What service? Might have even gotten you a popcorn if you behaved yourself. Ha ha. Clip said I guaranteed I would bring you to the game, but I don't remember that. But if I did, this busted guarantee is on you, as I tried.
Thumbs up. Stop texting me. Don't care. He didn't say that.
No, he just gave a thumbs up emoji. I said, so you're... Oh, they said thumbs up. So I said, so now you're good to go to the game, right? I thought
now it's confusing you.
Yeah, now it's mixed signals. I thought he meant like I'm good to go.
Use your words.
So I said, so now you're good to go to the game, right? Question mark. You made a commitment. You're not backing out of commitment, are you?
What time should I be there?
My house? So you want to go or not? Would Trudy like to go with us too? I have an extra ticket.
That will be a no. I apologize, man. Went out last night, had a real good time. I got to recover. I'm getting old.
It comes out. No worries, bro. I went out last night, too. You should have told me we could have met up.
All right.
So, anyway,
I tried to take Tony. I offered to take Tony and his wife, by the way. Thought I love hanging out with Trudy. I thought, you know what? Maybe she's not feeling included. We need to include her. Offered to drive them.
Very thoughtful.
Even a potential popcorn at the game, because I thought that would have been good show material.
Wow.
Even if it set me back $5.
I get it. This is not on you.
Yeah, this is not on me. I and that was. It wasn't like after the fact. Oh, we forgot. Like I can't blame. I texted him at 9, so he's ready.
I get it.
Yeah.
The problem is,
I'm stunned. I must have been like, it must have been a cold day that day, because I don't drop the G word lightly.
Yeah, it's still your guarantee. This is like Tony.
What I try not to do is guarantee things for like other people control. Like that's Tony's decision whether he goes to the game.
That is literally what you did.
I should guarantee whether I go to the game or not, which I did not even do. I guaranteed that I'd take Tony.
Right.
Yeah, which I can't control.
Exactly.
Right.
And Tony can't control these games he guarantees.
Well, that's true.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
Tony has a busted guarantee too, because he guaranteed the Chiefs would be in the Super Bowl.
Right.
So
he has so many busted guarantees. It's in 1,000 pieces down here.
Now Thursday, you guys can discuss what you have to do since you both have a busted guarantee on the table.
All right. I say we shave our heads.
All the way?
Yeah, to the bone.
Wait, no.
Well, it's the skin.
You have to grow hair for 6 months.
It's getting a little fuzzy up top here.
And see what happens.
I'm due. So,
all right.
Anyway,
just wanted to get that out there.
I tried to get Tony there. I tried to take some other friends, and I couldn't get any takers.
All right. Well, you went to no game. I went to one half. Chandler stayed for the whole game.
Yeah.
So we got it covered here.
Me and your dad did.
He stayed the whole game?
He did.
Huh. All right. Well, I didn't make it. I didn't make it the whole half.
Yeah. Was it your daughter that wanted to get out of there, I heard?
Well, honestly, I didn't even ask her. I kind of took that upon myself to
made an executive decision.
Yeah, go grab some lunch.
Dad decision.
Head home.
She did not complain though, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
She's
you want to go at half? We're going to go at half. Okay.
She's a Tony Collins. She's a one half. Right?
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm very shocked that she wanted to leave. She looked like she was so excited to be there.
Yeah, but she likes to people watch. On the way home, she tells me about all the people she recognized from her school.
Oh, okay.
So that's what she enjoys doing. Just looking around, creeping, looking at people.
Well, people watching is part of the experience.
It is. I like to watch the people on the court. She prefers the ones in the seats.
I find myself at basketball games doing the same thing.
That doesn't shock me.
Yeah. And then usually I end up taking pictures of them and sending it to them. Go, you're busted. For what? For being at the game.
Kind of like you did me.
Like you.
Yes.
Like me, Clip, and Billy.
Kind of my move. Yeah.
Like I look over there. I'm people watching. I'm looking around. It was like pregame warm-ups. I look to my left, and there's a man with a phone
taking a picture.
Taking it, and it was kind of covering your face, so it was kind of weird. I was like, "There's a guy over there taking our picture."
Yeah. I'm like the TMZ for
I'm like,
Pirate
who's this
Nation.
creep?
Yeah,
Little did I know it'd be
I'll
Troy
find
Drive.
you, and I'll put you out there.
There you go. Yeah. Pirates lose. Talked to Joe Dooley earlier as I said, Coach, how you doing? Hanging in there, Clip. That's about all you can say after a losing streak, and you lose one right at the end yesterday.
They had it too, right there.
One
tough break.
Had to get a rebound. Couldn't get the rebound.
Yeah.
Now they will take on Temple coming up Wednesday night. Any guarantees?
Oh no.
About you
other than the Houston game, these games are very competitive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I still feel. Imagine. I know you can't pin it on one player, but if Suggs was back, I think it would be a big deal.
It would help.
It might have been the tipping point that put that type of game as a win instead of a loss.
Could be.
Any word on when he's coming back? I haven't.
Joe Dooley gave us no. He said
indication.
Hopefully soon. He said he's going to be out.
We got to get the Sugg boat out of port.
I know.
And back sailing again.
It's really depressing. Like to hear it at the beginning of every show, to get tweets and text. Like, yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah, can't even hear the song. Or can we?
Let's see what CJ can
find
do.
it.
Yeah, about 7 minutes from now, get ready because it's coming.
There's so much stuff on here.
Yeah, well, you got to do your homework, CJ. Maybe you need to come in a little earlier, stay late, study where all the keys are, where all the sound effects are.
Show up early.
Found this.
What?
Suck.
There's that. Yeah, we do have that.
But in his defense, this is the first day we're letting him ride on the audio side, right?
First hour, in
Yeah.
fact.
Okay. Well, you're doing good for your first. I'll give you, once again.
He's doing all right.
Give you a little bit of grace here.
Troy, you did. Now, did you and Tony ever finalize your bet? Because part of the clip I left out there, I only wanted to use the part to shame you.
Right.
The part to boost you would have been after Tony guaranteeing the Chiefs, you said, I bet you're wrong.
Yes.
I will take the Bengals.
I love the Bengals on that bet.
Now, I do think you had the Niners.
I did.
The Niners-Rams.
I had Bengals, Niners in the Super Bowl.
But did Tony take you up on your Bengals bet?
No, he did not. So he's all talk.
All talk. That's
all talk, Tony. That'd be a good nickname for him. Said touchdown, Tony. All talk, Tony.
Remember that for Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll remind you to remember that.
Yeah, will you text me that?
Yeah. If you remind me to text you.
Here's what you need to do. Send me a text. Remember to remind All Talk Tony to come to the show.
I'll do that around
Thursday.
lunch on Thursday.
That'd be perfect. Yeah.
All right, good deal. So,
but I still think, the 49ers could have won that game. I mean, let's be honest. That was another one play here, one play there. They could win that game.
Yeah, the Chiefs could have won their game against the Bengals.
True. I mean, all these games have been incredibly close. But I love the Bengals story at this point. I think I'm going to go on the Bengals bandwagon here and just try and see if they can see it through.
It is definitely a Cinderella story, not only the franchise, who hasn't won anything in forever, but they've been bad in recent memory. They get their quarterback, and here they are.
Boy, the guy knows how to win, doesn't he?
What about a story?
Burrow's numbers, I keep bringing this up every week because it keeps coming true. There was a stat before the playoffs started about him in elimination games in high school and then at LSU.
Yeah.
And
every
he's
level,
undefeated.
Every level, he gets it done. And, he does it, and I was talking to someone at ECU about this earlier today. It's not like, it's not super cocky, but it's confident. It's almost like this kind of confident cocky, but he backs it up where he's not annoying. Like, he doesn't get under your skin like some of these quarterbacks in the past that have been, just arrogant and you don't want to pull for.
Are you talking about Cam Newton?
I'm not naming names.
Okay.
But I'm just saying he comes across as someone that you could still like.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week, how he, even the cigar after winning the LSU game, I feel like he was just there doing that, and somebody took a picture of it.
It's not.
It wasn't. Hey,
it's not staged.
I'm about to go sit over here and do like this. Take a picture.
Right. Correct.
I feel like everything he does is pretty natural.
Correct. I agree with you.
And he is cocky, but like you said, it's a natural. It's not over the top.
Yeah.
In your face. He is who he is.
Yeah. And right now he's a winner, and has been.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be hard to bet against him right now. I tell you what, I feel a world better than I did last Friday. After you guys gaslighted me.
You guys, again.
Not you, Clip. Not you.
Thank you.
You guys being them, not you. Them guys.
All of y'all.
I said one thing.
Oh, all you, everyone else in the building. I know what you guys were doing, and I fell for it.
Even the fish?
I did.
It's your fault for falling for it. My goal was to have you freak out like I did last week.
And I did.
You gave me hell.
Here's the deal.
If you'd have been at work early, maybe you could have avoided that being tweeted.
We should recap for someone that might have missed that story Friday. We tweeted and put out a story.
We being Pirate Radio.
Pirate Radio, our team, one of our team members that should remain nameless, put out a story written by some no name with not even a media outlet. I don't even know where this thing came from. That Scotty Montgomery was on the list to be the Bears' offensive coordinator, in the hunt. Meanwhile, it's not being reported by any other media outlet. He doesn't even get an interview like he did with the Panthers, by the way. He was a legit candidate with the Panthers.
He got interviewed twice.
Did not get an interview with the Bears, was not on any list that I saw from any other media outlets. But I just read the caption without clicking the link, and I went into freak out mode.
Well, I think there's a lesson there.
Yes. So kids, don't overreact to just a social media post. Take time to investigate it and make sure the story is legit, because the story wasn't legit. We went on to hire a guy from the Green Bay Packers.
Well, it wasn't a story, though. It was just, hey, here's 13 names.
It was someone's opinion.
It's like when...
It's no different than Clip Rock writing it and putting it out there, and it would be Clip Rock News and someone links to it. Clip Rock News reporting that Scotty Montgomery on the list.
It would be like... So right now we have a coach. We don't have a name for a team. I put out 13 potential names.
Right.
And you took one of them Troy sucks. You took one of them and were like, this is going to be one of the names. No, it's just a list. It's just something I came up with. It's nothing. This guy saw some coaches' names and made them into a list. And
yeah,
I thought the list was reasonable,
but you probably weren't the only one that had that reaction.
Yeah,
but it was nothing. I told you it was a nothing burger.
But Tony from the Panthers chat. I just want to Tony Dunn wrote such a good article blasting of reasons why the Panthers shouldn't hire.
I told him you enjoyed that.
No, and I was getting ready to use that article to send to all the media guys in Chicago. If he actually got an interview, then I was like, okay, we got to ratchet up the threat here. Like this is becoming a little too real. We got to get the word out. And I thought he did such a good job at outlining why he should not be the offense coordinator for the Panthers. You could use that same information for the Bears if it got to that point. But I was going to use his as like the information behind it because he had it all documented. Well, and I'm not saying he can't be a great offense coordinator one day. He might be. And I have nothing against if he does. That's fine. I just don't want him to be with my team.
Well, he's not.
Yes.
So I saw you at Tiebreakers yesterday. We were watching football. You had that hat on yesterday. You have it on again today. Is it because there's a new start in Chicago with the head coach?
Start. Honestly, I feel born again with the Bears.
Or is it because y'all didn't
born
hire
again Bears?
I am. I have been redeemed. I said all along, I can't get if they kept the same jerks as head coach and GM, I was off the bandwagon.
Matt and Ryan out.
Matt and Ryan in.
New Matt and Ryan.
You know you need as your quarterback, Matt Ryan. What a perfect fit. Get rid of Fields, bring in Matt and Ryan to play for Matt and Ryan.
I don't know how you could have any better synergy than that. It'd be absolutely amazing. They sign every other quarterback. Why not put him on the roster? But anyway, no, I feel like it's a new day with the Bears. A new staff. They've really cleaned house the whole behind-the-scenes organization. They're bringing in all new people running the Bears behind the scenes. So I feel, the other guys are kind of taking a step back, letting them do their job, which is like the first time in history. The other guys, I'm talking about the ownership of the Bears.
Well, Troy, who's not going to be the Bears head coach, Jim Harbaugh.
I know. Did they hire him at the Vikings?
Well, if you get, according to sportsbetting.ag, for the odds for the next Dolphins head coach, Jim Harbaugh is minus 200.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, you guys know I would have loved to see him back with the Bears. He was a quarterback with the Bears, has a history there. I read the article that they had some phone conversation, and it was just short. So I don't know whether there's animosity from the ownership side of the Bears towards him or him towards the Bears. It could be that way. I don't want to be there. From his perspective, there's something that didn't match up because this would have been the perfect timing to do it. And I think he said he's interested in coming back to the NFL. He has proven success in the NFL, and he has the Chicago connection.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed they didn't bring him in as an official candidate. But I don't know what's going on behind the scenes with all that stuff.
Vikings are out there.
There's a lot of people that can't stand Jim Harbaugh. So,
which I said earlier, it might be easier if Aaron Rodgers leaves to go to the Vikings now and be their coach and try to win. To which I think it was Dustin responded in YouTube. What if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Dolphins? Well, then you would want to coach the Dolphins. So I don't know. Maybe Harbaugh is looking at quarterback stuff here. Speaking of quarterbacks, Jimmy Garoppolo loses with the Niners yesterday. Jimmy Garoppolo's next team's odds are available, and the top leading teams on that list, the Steelers and Washington.
Now, tomorrow's a big day, Clip. Washington.
Wednesday.
Oh, it's Wednesday. You're right. Wednesday's a big day. They dropped a new name. I thought it was going to be perfect. I thought it was going to be the Washington Groundhogs.
Well,
on Groundhog Day.
Wednesday is Groundhog.
Yes. Okay. Let's stick with that then. Washington Groundhogs.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing it on the 2nd.
That's funny.
6 more weeks of losing.
Wow. All right. Get it in. That's good stuff.
You got to teach them where the rim shot is.
No, you don't.
Boom, boom.
You're good. 6 more weeks of losing, huh?
Thank you. That would be unique. Hey, I've never heard of a team that's the Groundhogs, unless there's some minor league baseball team that has it. As far as professional teams,
It's not intimidating.
The Groundhogs?
No.
I think it would be cute.
This Commanders? Are you intimidated? I'm going to command you.
Now, what do you think? What do you think it's going to be?
It looks like Commanders.
You think so? I can't tell what's leaking out intentionally and by accident, or as a misdirection, or what's real.
I'm so tired of it at this point. Everybody's going to have their jokes.
I think there's so many different leaks out there as far as the name. Now you can't believe any of them.
I know. Washington's not smart enough to do anything like that, and Joe Theismann certainly isn't smart enough to hide it. He went on a show today saying, "I think the fans are going to like Commanders."
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now, I don't know what he knows, but if you follow him on Twitter, he's not the brightest bulb in the lamp.
Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I liked keeping it some type of R name. I really did. Where you'd have the R hat. I know. Keep that. I thought that had some synergy to it. And you still have the history of keeping the R. Because you could just have the R as the logo. That stays.
I was fine on Red Wolves if they were on that route.
Red Birds, Red Hawks.
I mean, Red Hogs, if you want to use the
I thought that would have been really cool. A Red Hog. You come up with a new hog logo.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been unique. And have tied back to the history and tradition of the Washington Redskins.
With the O-line, yeah.
Absolutely. Like, to me, that would really... But see, that would take someone that's a true Washington fan to understand. Like, I don't know if Daniel Snyder is a true fan of the team.
Are you joking?
Well,
he's like the ultimate fan. He is. It's his dream. Yeah, he was a fan.
But how can he make such bad decisions then all the time? I mean, I just don't like...
Because he's being a fan has nothing to do with making good decisions.
Yeah, I guess so. Sometimes you just wonder whether he's, trying to mess things up.
I don't know. It's, whatever. Commanders, okay. I like it more than Admirals. That was not Admirals. That makes zero sense.
I don't know. I'm sold on Red Hogs. That'd be cool.
I don't think that's a possibility, though. So my mind is set on Commanders. And I'm okay. Whatever. It's fine.
Will you still refer to them as the Washington football team?
No, if they have a name, I'll call them...
The Commanders?
I'm already ready to call them the Manders.
The Manders?
The Durs? Whatever.
Cams?
Yeah. I'll accidentally call them the Skins sometimes. I might call them the team accidentally one time. I don't know. I'll probably cuss them quite a bit. Whatever. Commanders.
All right.
Go Durs. All right, take us to break. We'll come back. We'll have more for you here on Pirate Radio Live on a Monday.
Last day of January, Clip Rock.
That's right.
This month is flying by. This month's going to be over before you know it. We're down to the final moments in January, folks.
The countdown clock is ticking.
If you had stuff to do in January, you better get it done tonight.
I'm going to create a new holiday
called
New Month. Happy New Month.
Stop it. It is New Year's Eve of February right now.
Stop it.
I'm trying to finish my point before you hijack my idea.
This is a huge point.
Hold on.
I said it first.
Bam, wham, bam.
It's New Year's Eve for February. I say we start a new celebration every month Eve.
I already said that.
See? So I knew you'd steal try to steal my thunder. Here comes February. If you're listening to Encore, too late. We're already here. Happy February, everybody.
We're back after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Cadillac. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2022 Cadillac CT5 and save up to $1,500 off. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers through the year of COVID. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
The Dickinson Avenue Public House is a lively and diverse restaurant in Greenville that utilizes fresh and local ingredients. With influences of Creole, Asian, and upscale Southern cuisine, the DAP House offers a seasonally rotating menu and a full-service bar with rotating craft brews on tap. Come to the intersection of 8th and Dickinson and enjoy $1 off drafts on Tuesday, half-price flights on Wednesday, half-price wine bottles on Thursday, and $1 oysters Tuesday through Friday from 5:30 to 7. For more details, check out their website at daphouse.nc.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. Quite simply, one of the best ever basketball performances at ECU. Here's who next.
The Pirate Radio Podcast.
Chancellor Philip Rogers. I think what I enjoy most during the day is engaging with students. I try to get out on campus, regardless of what my schedule looks like, and be present and visible with our students each and every day. And I like to do the same with our alums and with our local community members, because I'm one person. I've got a set of eyes and ears, but I like to think about my leadership role through the lenses of the people who are a part of this community and who we're serving at ECU. And I think the best way to do that is to spend time with them.
Listen to every Pirate Radio podcast now by visiting our podcast channel and subscribing in Apple iTunes or SoundCloud.
If you were at Williams Arena Minchie's Coliseum on January the 5th, you witnessed one of the best Pirate basketball performances ever. Sophomore guard Tristan Newton from El Paso scored 14 points in overtime to lead ECU to an 88-80 win over Tulane. To say the 6'5 product took over the game would be an understatement. He dialed in threes from all over the court. He finished drives to the rim. He made free throws and came up with big defensive plays. After the game, it was a standing O from the Pirate faithful and a lot of high fives from his teammates who were equally at awe watching his performance. After we finished our interview on the radio network, Tristan said, "I need to call my brother." Well, his brother is Jawan Newton, who plays at Evansville. He's the big brother who's awfully proud of his little brother, as we all are. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom with Team Coop Strong. We want to invite you to the Coop Strong race on March 19th. This unique race has a 4-mile course, a ruck division, and an awesome after party. Proceeds support the local nonprofit Coop Strong, which provides financial support for those fighting ALS, scholarships in memory of Dr. Nelson Cooper, and funding for ALS research. You can sign up at runtheeast.com and follow Coop Strong on Facebook for all of the details. As always, we appreciate your support, and go Pirates.
This is Roger Harris, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center of Greenville new extended care clinic is now open Saturday and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., so you can avoid the emergency department for any urgent orthopedics care. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Orthopedics East, providing services to Eastern North Carolina and the Pirate Nation for more than 35 years. Now let's head back into the show. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, they're showing one of Troy's favorite football fiancés.
I marked safe today from the antics of Jackson Mahomes and also Brittany, future Mahomes.
They were just showing the fiancé. We're watching an old Super Bowl highlights here.
About 1,000 fans below are thankful they didn't have champagne sprayed all on them.
Yeah. No,
whatever she said.
No TikToking in the Super Bowl.
Oh, thank goodness.
So
I mean, Juju Smith-Schuster might show up.
He is not playing in the Super Bowl.
He can still go and do TikToks.
Thank you.
Well, anybody can, but nobody. They're out of it at least.
Thank God.
That was a good impersonation by his fiance, by the way.
Did you hear?
And you do a great Tony Collins clip, Brock, from earlier. I meant to compliment you.
In the house.
When we were reading that back and forth.
Who's our quarterback?
You did a pretty good Tony. Take a compliment.
Thank you. Did you hear Chandler's Gary Hahn the other day?
I did not. From NC
now,
State.
you know Gary Hahn.
Yes, I know Gary. I've had him on the show before.
Sure.
I'm an East Carolina guy. I like I'll go ahead and admit it. I like Gary Hahn. I think he does a good job.
It's okay.
Is he still on the state broadcast?
He does. He still does it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gary Hahn, he's kind of like Jeff Charles.
Yeah.
He's been there for decades. He's the voice of the Wolfpack. And I don't know how many years now. I don't know if he has more years than Jeff or not. That's a good question.
But we found this out off the air, and it entertained me, so I thought we'd bring it to the air. We did it on Friday, and we got to let Troy hear it because he's familiar with Gary Hahn.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go down to the sideline to Tony. Let's go down to the sideline to Tony Haynes. Tony. Touchdown State!
That is a pretty good.
Hit me with another touchdown State.
Touchdown State!
That's a pretty good Gary Hahn.
Scott Wood in the corner for 3. Got it.
He does a really good Gary.
That is good.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite
Brian
is
Norris
Tony
said,
Haynes.
Brian Norris said if Gary Hahn ever has a medical emergency,
Chandler
can fill in.
I guarantee you, 80% of the state fans wouldn't know any different.
Like, what was the movie with the president? The president had the president had a stroke or something. They had his impersonator come in.
Yeah.
That's what I would do with Gary.
Yeah.
Let's go down to Tony Haynes on the sideline. Tony. And the Wolfpack's in the Case IH red zone.
That is pretty damn good.
And that's another first horizon first down.
I mean, again, like I said on Friday,
you got to be like a state person.
This entertains me and 3 other people.
Yeah.
But Troy's one of those people.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate that. That's good stuff right there. And there's enough people. He's been around long enough. Even if you don't like state, you've probably come across him by accident. But there's enough people that listen to us that like state that's pretty good right there.
Tony Haynes on the sideline.
Tony Haynes. Let's go to Tony Haynes on the sideline.
Did we find out how long he's been there?
On the Wolfpack Radio Network.
Also,
hey, look.
Also, people do
now we got to get Tony Haynes on the show this year because we open up against state.
We'll get him.
Can we all be a part of that?
Oh
interview?
God, let's go to Tony on the Pirate Radio live line. Tony,
we can have
Tony Haynes.
We can have real Tony talk to faux Tony.
Well, this is Gary Hahn.
Oh, I'm sorry, faux Gary.
Tony.
Yeah. Sorry.
You can talk to Tony Collins. Tony.
Yeah, can you do a Tony Haynes?
Gary Hahn's been the voice of the Wolfpack Troy D since 1991.
Okay, so Jeff Charles has got him.
Jeff's hit his 30.
Jeff came here, I believe, in I want to say 87, 86, 87,
Gary,
or 88.
Gary called the Peach Bowl.
He did. Yeah.
They're going to go for it here.
They're going to go for the tie.
Here comes the kicker. They brought the kicker out. Snap, hold, kick, up. And he missed it. He missed it wide right. And the Wolfpack lose to the Pirates. So anyway, touchdown State.
I should know this. I know it was late 80s, but it was he beat me by a year. I want to say 88. I'm going to say 80. I'm going to go 88. Survey says.
I think it was 88.
1988.
I don't have it here.
All right, I'm going to text Jeff. Go to the source. How about that?
No.
How unusual in this day and age.
Text Tom McClellan. That just went and bothered him.
Give me a voice text it so I can save time.
How about we go down to Tony Haynes on the sideline? Tony.
Jeff, Cliff wants to know what was your first year at ECU. I said 1988.
Why are you saying I want to know?
Just as a joke.
Because he's more apt to answer if you want to know as opposed to Troy.
Tell that jabroni. He should already know that.
What are you two jabronis doing down here?
Why are you talking about me on the air?
So there you go. Jeff will be on the call Wednesday night. Pirates and Temple as the Owls come to Greenville.
I talked about this before. There's no other human on the face of the earth that has seen more ECU basketball games in person than Jeff Charles.
That is correct.
Isn't that incredible? Like, there's no one that has seen more basketball games.
Like, he's in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah, like
most witnessed ECU basketball.
Yeah, I'm not talking about on TV. I'm talking about in person. Nobody.
How about football? Do you think there's somebody that was here before Jeff Charles got here that has been to every game? No way. Can't be.
I doubt it because Jeff goes to every away game.
Road, all of them.
Because you might be at all the home games.
Yeah.
And you might be at some of the away games.
Tournaments.
Yeah.
His eyes have seen more Pirate athletics than anyone.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
If you think about it.
Ever.
As I've said, I'm going by since 1988. Could be 87. I'm waiting for Jeff to get back to me. What is the over-under? He hits me back in the next 20 minutes.
I'm going to say he hits you at
7:30. I'll get a text back at 7:30.
I was going to go 5:56.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I've got it at 7:30. That'll be another side bet we could have. Name this response time.
No guarantees. All right, I tell you what. Let's make somebody a winner.
A winner
right now, and open up the booty bag.
Booty bag.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Shrimply delicious shrimp taco. Charlie?
One of my
That
favorites.
would be correct, sir.
Shrimp taco Chico's on the line.
I got a pro move to share about that.
All right,
want it now or later?
We'll do it on the other side.
All right.
Troy's pro move coming up. Caller number
12
is a winner. 317-1250. We're back with more after this.
In a world of fake profiles, fake tans, and fake flavors, naturally flavored Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer strives for realness. It's USDA certified organic, with no sugar or carbs, and only 80 calories. So the only thing touching your taste buds is organic, refreshing, and delicious. Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer, as real as it tastes. Enjoy responsibly, not a low-calorie food. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer, IRC Beer, St. Louis, Missouri 63118.
Hey, Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
Grow Rug 26 is coming to Greenville March 25th through the 27th. This is DJ Fussell from F3 ENC, inviting all men to sign up now for this leadership training event. The Grow Rug training events are designed to help men become high-impact men by reinforcing the F3 mission of invigoration of male community leadership. To register or to learn more, please visit f3enc.com. That's f3enc.com. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you've got to get started if you want to be great.
If you wake up in the morning with a backache, feeling more tired than you did when you went to bed, you probably need a new mattress. And the best place to get that mattress is Factory Mattress. Hi, I'm Kirk Smith, General Manager. For more than 40 years, Factory Mattress has been Greenville and Wilson's local mattress dealer. We guarantee the lowest price on the area's best selection with over 50 models to choose from. No seconds or overruns. Factory Mattress offers only first quality direct from the manufacturer. Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. The most highly trained sales associates with over 60 years of combined experience. Same as cash financing with zero interest up to 48 months and free local delivery. Face it, to have a good day, you've got to have a good night. So sleep better knowing you saved money at Factory Mattress, locally owned on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, on Forest Hills Road in Wilson, on the web at factorymattressusa.com, and a proud member of Pirates Supporting Pirates.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back, and congratulations to Josh Thomas of Greenville. Picked up a shrimp taco lunch courtesy of Chico's. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's, and you can enjoy your favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Plus ice-cold cervezas, and Chico's famous margaritas are always available. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live. Congratulations, Josh. We'll open up a new month tomorrow.
New month tomorrow.
Everybody will be eligible to win. John Moody already calling his shot. Troy, what is your tip, your secret? What did you call it? Your
Pro Move.
Pro Move.
Yeah. So here, because we gave away the shrimp taco. So my Pro Move, this is like good stuff right here. You should try it next time you get to Chico's. I love the shrimp tacos. You can get them at 1, 2, or 3, by the way. Pro Move it comes with a fantastic white sauce on it, which is kind of unique to the shrimp taco. I ask for the white sauce on the side, and they bring you a nice little bowl of it, and then I'll take some of it and I'll put it on the shrimp taco, but then I'll also have it to dip chips in. So it's like a bonus sauce. It's delicious. But it's the white sauce that comes on the shrimp tacos. You want to order that on the side.
All right.
Then you decide how much goes on the shrimp taco, and the rest of it you use for your chips.
I like it.
Pro Move.
Pro Move.
There you go.
You ever put a chip inside your taco to add a little texture?
No, you know what?
Crunch?
I'm not a big fan of that in tacos. Well, I will put chips in or my subs. Like if I'm to Jersey Mike's,
I do that.
I'll then layer it with some barbecue chips and have a nice little crunch on the sub.
I like it.
Yeah, I do like doing that. I would not want to do it in my taco for some reason, but sub, I'm all over it.
Give it a little crunch.
I like a little crunch.
I gotta start doing that.
Yeah, big fan of that. I end up putting more chips, potato chips, in the sub than I do on the side as I've gotten older.
I'm a big sauce guy. The last Wednesday at AJ's, I got the ribs. Got barbecue sauce and hot sauce, Texas Pete on the side. So put some of that on the ribs, added to it. I love I'm a condiment guy, Troy D.
Yeah.
Big condiment guy. All right, moving along.
Cool. Neat story.
Cool, neat story.
Speaking of which, still haven't heard back from Jeff.
Ooh, I got 9 minutes on my bet. You took the over on that.
What did I take, 7:30?
Yeah. The Raiders have hired Josh McDaniels. We're talking about during the break how we were surprised about that.
Yeah, I don't know. He's failed before in Denver.
He's failed in that same division before. In fact, I was going to look it up.
I want to be really excited if I was a Raider fan about this.
Really?
I want to be.
So he was...
he's a good offensive coordinator. I just don't know about him as a head coach.
2009 and 10. So we're going back more than 10 years. He left Bill Belichick's nest, flew away, and then ended up flying right back to coach Tom Brady to be the offensive coordinator. So the question is, Troy, does he get fired before Bill Belichick leaves football?
I thought he'd be like the coach in waiting.
I did too.
For the Patriots. I thought he'd ride it out there, stay with Belichick until Belichick wants to step down. Then that might be a more normal move. But I don't know. That's a good over-under right there.
And
what happens first?
So basically the question is, will he coach under Bill Belichick again because he gets fired and goes back to New England for a second?
If he gets fired with the Raiders, where does he go?
Oh, yeah. He'll end up back with Belichick. But,
I guess.
I don't know. We'll see if it works out for him this time. Troy, you're fired up.
Yeah, man. They had the press conference finally today. They had a joint press conference with the GM and the head coach of the Bears today.
I wanted to interrupt you for 1 second because I just got off the phone with Jeff Charles.
Shirley,
cool like that.
I want him to text me, so we had an over-under on the text.
He was in the car.
I win.
That's why he didn't answer.
5:49.
He's driving. He's got the call-in show tonight with
Okay.
Joe Dooley.
All
That's
right.
why he didn't answer your text.
All right. So he did get the text.
He did get the text.
Okay.
He just could not answer you.
All right, fair enough.
You are correct.
Yes.
1988 is the year that he arrived, but he also gave me this little nugget.
He loves nuggets.
Oh, here's a nugget.
Big nugget guy.
This is a little nugget.
Last night, was Jeff Charles's 900. And 900.
900. You sound like Glenn.
900.
900.
You from Kinston or Farmville?
Look, it's 10 minutes to 6. I'm
900.
tired. Okay. 977th basketball broadcast.
But, but who's counting?
Holy crap.
I told you, he's in the Guinness Book of World Records as far as I'm concerned.
So he is going to be bumping 1,000.
Almost 1,000 games.
Man.
Yeah.
He'll hit, what did you say, 900 and?
977. That's how many games he has
wow.
He'll hit
participated
100 next, or 1,000 next year.
They have to give him a game ball. You know, when players get
how many
1,000 points.
bad basketball games he sat through over the last
You
30
need to
plus years, yeah.
put a jersey in the rafters.
Should I go through and find out Jeff Charles' all-time record calling games? It's not going to be pretty.
Oh, man.
I promise you
But I told you, 1988, he's been here, so I knew my Jeff Charles.
I mean,
trivia.
I thought my 200 and some odd consecutive game days was pretty impressive. That's 977.
Man, that's a lot. That's a lot of games, especially for ECU basketball.
Another one coming up Wednesday night in Minges.
His 978th.
That's crazy. The countdown to 1,000 is on.
Wow. Yeah.
How about that?
Dude's a legend.
And you know what? He probably would have hit 1,000 because you remember there was a stretch where he was recovering.
Oh, that's right. He had the cancer years.
Yeah, and he missed those games. He probably would have broken that 1,000.
And there were some with COVID where they stayed here and broadcast, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So.
And he definitely would have hit it, but he misses some games due to football to start seasons.
That is correct.
So he definitely would be at the 1,000.
No, this just in clip. I got a text from Jeff Charles.
Oh,
Breaking news.
Here we go.
Correct. 1988. By the way, interesting tidbit Jeff just sent me.
Wait, is this a nugget or a tidbit?
This is a tidbit. Yesterday was my 977th ECU basketball broadcast.
Wow, we haven't heard that one.
Shirley, thank you for breaking that news. Troy,
that's supposed to be funny.
Thank you for people that just got in their cars that missed that.
I can now confirm.
If you're just tuning in.
Well, sometimes I need to. Shirley reported. I confirmed.
Troy, I am very impressed. I want you to be a part of the breaking news, boys.
Consider it done. I'm in.
The newest
Our team is growing.
Shirley, you should report that.
Thank you for letting me be on the boat with the breaking news, boys.
Absolutely.
Breaking news 3 days late. That's their motto. Yeah, you were saying you were fired up about the Ryan Poles.
Oh yeah, I saw a comment here. I was all fired up. New general manager is out of Chicago. Ryan Poles. Not to be confused with the other Ryan that was fired. That was also
Ryan Pace. Those are totally different.
It's a totally different dude. Ryan Poles is a totally different dude. Quote: "We're going to take the North and never give it back."
Now,
look out, Packers.
Now, Troy showed me this.
Here we come.
And you were legitimately fired up.
Oh, yeah. This is the type of swagger we need.
To which I reminded.
The old Ryan would have never said something like that.
It was not.
We don't want to offend anybody.
It was not 4 or 5 days ago where you said.
We don't want to hurt the feelings of the Packers.
I'm tired of this win the press conference BS. I don't care what they say. I want results. And here you are celebrating because this dude you didn't know last week said we're going to win the North. I'll tell you, maybe he knows Aaron Rodgers is leaving, which makes that statement a lot more realistic.
Yeah.
So
very possible.
I don't know.
Hold on a second. Let's see.
Yeah, we need a let's see.
Yeah, I hope so.
Ryan Poles is Troy D's guy.
So I'm going to go. Actually, it's my evening viewing tonight when I get home. It was on. I was at Tiebreakers for lunch today, and they had it on the big screen, but not the audio. I almost asked them if they'd carry the audio like they were doing the game yesterday, Chandler. But then I was like, I don't mean people are going to want to listen to Bears besides me. I'll probably get shut down. So I'm gonna watch it tonight, like in a replay, probably with Bryce, my son, who's a big Bears fan too.
I'm gonna get you a Photoshop picture of the Ditka poster you had, but it's gonna be Eberflus's face giving the finger, just to get you fired up for.
I'm thinking about hanging that in the office again. What should if the Bears make it back to the playoffs, should I put it back in the office? Like,
why wouldn't you do it now?
I guess I could. Because I'm running out of wall space. It's so huge. You remember how big that?
Yeah,
thing
it
was?
is big. It needs to be up somewhere.
I know. I have it in my house right now. But it's like leaning up against the wall. Like I need to like put it in a place where people would see it. Like the dining room. Play it real
classy. Yeah. Keep it classy.
Kitchen, the place where you are the most. It's the legendary picture of Ditka walking off the field, giving you the one finger salute, and he actually autographed this one. I bought it at an auction. It was pretty cool.
And the Bears hadn't been good since that moment.
No,
unfortunately. All right, let's take our final break. Shirley Rhodes will come back. You're ready to wrap up a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Hey dads, it's back. Plan to join us for our 6th annual Daddy-Daughter Dance Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs. This event will be a fun night of games, music, photo keepsakes, raffle tickets, and of course, dancing. Best of all, 100% of the proceeds will go to Daughters for Dads, which supports local families affected by cancer. Sponsorship opportunities are also available. Purchase your tickets today by going to eventbrite.com and search for Daughters for Dads. We will see you Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs.
This is Dr. Phil Perdue with Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. My colleagues and I recognize how difficult this time is for everyone in our community. We continue to see patients during the week while taking precautions to keep everyone safe. Our extended care clinic is now open on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., so you can avoid the emergency department for your urgent orthopedic care. For more information, please contact us at 757-2663 or visit our website at orthoeast.com.
Do you suffer from allergies, asthma, or any other sinus problems? Perhaps professional cleaning of your air ducts could help. Family owned and operated in Winterville for over 22 years, Carolina Quality Air was the first certified duct cleaning company in Eastern North Carolina. From residential to commercial, they can handle any size job, big or small, including our studios here at Pirate Radio. Carolina Quality Air uses a sanitizer that kills mold in your ductwork and over 100 viruses, including the coronavirus. Visit them online at carolinaqualityair.com.
Hey, this is John Grillo, the Bagel Man. You know I love bagels. I don't settle for frozen bagels. That's why we make our bagels right here in Greenville from scratch every day. If you're coming into Bagel Man, you'll notice that there's some renovation going on. Our menu is bigger and better than ever. Our sandwiches, heroes, subs, salads, wraps, bagel dogs, fresh baked pastries, and our new coffee bar. Soon we're going to be opening for dinner. Don't forget Bagel Man for all your catering needs on Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Matt Driscoll. Please join us at AJ Fletcher Music Hall or live stream on February 17th at 7:30 p.m. when Durward Ensemble will be on the campus of East Carolina University presenting works from our upcoming album, Prophetic Revolutions, and a world premiere by ECU alumna and Miss America 2019, Nia Franklin. If you would like to learn more or support our group, go to our website, durwardmusic.com. We look forward to seeing you Thursday, February 17th.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Coach Donnie Kirkpatrick, offense coordinator for ECU football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market report, the Dow was up 406 and closed at 35,131. The Nasdaq was up 469 at 14,239, and the S&P was up 83 at 4,515. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, wrapping it up here on a Monday. I was thinking Deontay Smith, Cincinnati Bengal, could be the first Pirate to win a Super Bowl since who?
Since when? Would be exciting. Do you know it?
See, I was thinking Linville Joseph. I forgot all about Vontae Leach.
Yeah, Vontae Leach, but that...
I was going CJ.
No, you're all wrong.
CJ Wilson?
Anyone else want to chime
Wilson.
in?
Who is it?
The last Pirate to win a Super Bowl in the NFL was in 2014 with the Seattle Seahawks. Can you name the player?
Mikael Brooks.
Yep. Now, footnote.
Forgot about that.
He was on the practice squad,
yeah.
but he was still an ECU Pirate.
Mikael Brooks.
Do you count it? I count it.
They get a ring. They get a ring?
Oh, yeah, he got a ring.
Well, it counts.
But I'm saying he was on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, the last Pirate to play in the Super Bowl.
To play in it
would be Vontae
Leach, 2013 Baltimore Ravens.
Well, Justin Hardy played for the Falcons.
To win it, we should say.
I thought you said to play in it.
No, I said to play in it.
Oh, to play in it, then yes. I was talking about winners.
Huh.
Justin Hardy
won
played with the
I'm
Falcons.
talking about who. We're not talking about players, Cliff. I'm talking about winners.
Winners.
Who won the Super Bowl.
Mikael.
You're right. Justin Hardy did play in it, but he did not
Last to compete in it, Hardy.
He should have won it.
All right.
But they choked. 28-3 they were up. What an epic meltdown that was.
Yep.
Justin Hardy should have a Super Bowl ring.
That he should.
But does not.
All right, Troy D, enjoyed it. We'll talk to you Thursday.
Good times. See you then.
And we'll see you fine folks back here Tuesday, 3 o'clock for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live, where we will talk to, among others, Bryant Packard. Pack will join us on the show. We'll see you then. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice